I was going to say turn you on, but that's literally the opposite of what I mean. And what I do to every woman anyway. Some of my friends are getting sponsorship deals, and oh my, what's this? Oh, that is a good point. Are you getting a sponsorship deals in? No, exactly. Get some talent. It's what people come here for now. They come here for the pre-insulting on the yeah. Someone mentioned about G Fuel. Oh, did I? I might have said something about G Fuel. No, they said something about G Fuel, and I said I'd check it out. 1 second, Let's see if I can get the audio for you to appear here. So I'd probably press the plus button. Yeah. And I'd probably put the... Is it audio output capture or audio input capture? You probably do, though. Add source. Say something's in? Say some more things? Well, if they could hear you, I promise they'd be complaining about someone else, mate. Input. Add that. Ah, mumble comms! Now they can hear you.
Mumble comms! Yeah, that sounds about
Perfect.
Right.
So yeah, now people should be able to hear you.
Okay.
So what were we talking about? What was going on?
Somebody said about G Fuel. What was the reason why they suggested G Fuel to you?
I don't know, because they were like, "Oh, you're a gamer. You play games, don't you, Bored? You're great at games. You're one of the best people at games. I think that you're basically my gaming." What were you talking about?
I don't know. But so G Fuel is an American product.
So I watched like some ordinary gamers and a few other guys that are heavily sponsored by G Fuel. And so they said, basically, do you drink G Fuel or get a sponsorship from G Fuel? And I went, I'm not really pro super caffeine, energy, doom drinks because of liver and calorie intake and stuff. And they went, oh, it's not super high calories or something.
Yeah, well,
I was like, I will check it out at some point. I drink a lot of coffee. I enjoy coffee. I'd like coffee and tea to be my naughty calorie intake for the day rather than anything else.
But anyway, right. as I was saying,
yeah.
There's a British, I say version. It's not obviously the same company. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got like a bunny on the front. Let me just find it a sec.
Is this it's not like a dragon special interest.
They had it at Insomnia.
Okay. But when was that?
Targeting... Exactly, I know, right?
So for people that don't know, and I suspect that would be most of you, Insomnia is a gaming festival that we used to frequent when we were allowed to leave the house. I'll bring my picture up in a second. Let me just tweet out that I'm streaming. We are live.
Sneak energy.
Sneak energy.
Sneak energy.
Like a naughty little snack that's sneaking around.
Yeah. So I'll stick it in Mumble for you.
Thanks, mate.
However, I would not be interested in that product whatsoever because I hate sweeteners. And one of their things is like, oh, it's all, there's no sugar, stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I want sugar in my energy drinks and in my coffee and in my everything.
So for people that don't know, very much in the UK over the last few years, a while ago, there was a sugar tax imposed, and it changed all of the flavours of everything because loads of companies tried to go, We don't want to pay this sugar tax. How can we not pay? Well, we can reduce the sugar slightly, and we can put sweeteners in instead. But that's ruined my life. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me. It's when Cocoa Pops changed flavour. You know what I mean, Sin. You know what I mean.
Cocoa Pops have gone fucking shit now.
They are low tier.
I think DC found that Asda or Sainsbury's or somewhere, like their own brand chocolate covered puffs hadn't had as much sugar removed and were much better.
Chocolate covered puffs.
Yes, chocolate covered puffs of rice.
My screen keeps on turning itself off.
Oh, that sucks.
Thanks. Yeah, it does. It makes it. It's every time I move the mouse.
Oh. Sounds like you need a new PC.
Oh man. So I contacted one of the companies that did not deliver my CPU. I don't want to name them at the moment to give them exposure, negative or positive. I'm closing Starsters in the background. I'm going to bring my face up. Hi, it's me. It's Bob. Oh, the Wizard's Garden!
Oh, you're so.
Oh, there we go. The Wizard's Curtain was broken briefly. People are saying hi to you. Members in, you are on the chat today. You're on that chat. You gotta ask me questions, especially because Star Citizen might just crash out. If I alt tab basically in Star Citizen, people that don't know, if I alt tab, which is common.
Do you not have multiple monitors?
Oh, see, I've got 4 monitors in!
Right, well, you can put your chats on another window like I have.
But I can't interact with the chat and move it
you
up
don't
and down.
have to. You don't have to.
Do I
just
not?
Be like,
oh,
what?
okay.
Am I supposed to be doing that then?
What do I... Sin, what do I employ you for?
Making videos.
You don't
Video
make them,
editor.
Do you? You do some form of editing. I suppose you bring the class. You bring the it's like class, but said wrong.
Class.
Class. Would you say it like
Northern
that in Essex?
class.
Class. How do you say class in Essex?
Class.
Whatever.
Class would be northern.
Okay. Well, Kit would say class then.
Like Bath and Path. No, she wouldn't, because she's from Essex.
Oh yeah, but she's from the north now.
No.
No.
She's not from the north.
Is that not how it works?
Oh.
Right, bear with me, everybody.
Good night,
There's
Lyndon.
so many people. Okay, I'll mention this very briefly, and I'll probably maybe a couple more times during the stream. But a lot of people have been sending me stocks and shares information and lots of memes associated with it. Yes, we are aware that GameStop and Dogecoin and all those other stocks are going mad. Although I am very pro lol screw you big guys, screw you Wall Street, I'm also, it did kind of ruin some of my savings financially. No, thanks guys, thanks. I'll have all my money in relatively safe, low paying investments. But when the market gets spooked because a load of people are buying random things and breaking things, so that's hold the line. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be making that Star Citizen and YouTube money in no time again. But if you'd like to ask a question during the stream, question in brackets so I can pull it out, or Zin can pull it out and she'll read it to me. Won't you, Zin?
Yes. In fact, there's a question already. Would you like me to read it to you?
Yeah. Can everyone hear Zin all right as well? Can everyone hear Zin? Zin, can speak some more, Zin. I just want to make sure.
I mean, I think they would have known by now if they could.
Nah, I don't know. Another day of Zin putting Bored in his place. This makes the best streams. What?
Yes.
Oh dear.
But anyway,
Yeah.
do you think ground vehicles will take a major role in the foreseeable future?
Ground vehicles?
Yeah.
Do I think ground vehicles will take a major role in the foreseeable future?
Yeah, that's the question.
That is the question. Okay. Yes. It will. They will. At the moment, there's no real reason to use ground vehicles other than a bit of fun, sandboxiness, mess around type stuff. But in the future, that will not be the case. there will be missions that will be to defend areas, to protect areas. You'll be protecting bases. There'll be a load of ground gameplay. There'll be reasons that you will not be able to bring your ship to an area that's on the ground. So ships won't just go lol lol lol, we win. Or in planetary combat, it will be, well, there's defense turrets here that will absolutely wreck you. There's environmental things going on that will cause you issue. So all this sort of stuff. And then there'll be obviously tiers of ground vehicles that will be fighting each other. I think the one that a lot of people are waiting for is the Nova Tank, or Tonk, if you want to call it that. Named Tonk after one of the French designers that made it, who has a very heavy French accent that kept on saying Tonk. As far as I am aware, he was very, very, very happy for it to be called the Tonk, sort of in his honour, rather than it be some sort of like bullying because of a speech impediment type thing. So bear that in mind. He is pretty.
You can't call it a speech impediment, though. It's literally his accent. That's not really a speech impediment.
Well, exactly, and I'm not calling it a speech impediment. I'm saying it's not like that. You see? Do you see? It's in trying to get me in trouble with the popo. But yeah.
Can I just say something quickly?
You may.
Somebody's complaining that I'm dogging on Essex. It says, "Lol, why is it all my British friends and Zin dog on it? I was born in Essex. I am an Essex girl. I can dog on it all I want."
Can we stop using the term dogging? To start
I don't know. That's what he's called it. So
it's dogpiling is what he's referring to it. It's just when you keep on saying the D-double-G word, it might get detected
like
on
Snoop.
YouTube, like the Snoop, yeah, snooping. Just call it snooping just in case. Do you think that ground vehicles will take a major role? That's literally what we just talked about.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready for another question. Let's get another question in a minute, just so people know. Yeah, no, not Dogecoining. You can't call it that. We're going to be playing some Star Citizen. We're going to be jumping into the PTU, and we're going to be doing some Xenothreat fighting because there's the fleet battles going on. Sort of. Come on, Sin. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Have they fixed trade in the PTU patch so it will be fixed when it goes live yet?
So they fixed the Xenothreat cargo trade stuff, apparently. And I know they have been working on fixes for the trade terminals so that they consistently sell and update correctly. I don't know if that has actually been fixed for a live build until it's in our hands. So, hopefully, it's some of the major bug fixes still in the game currently. Why don't I have this up on my screen? Oh, I'm a dum-dum. Jumps in.
Dum-dum.
No. So we've got 3.12.1H, and the current known issues are database reset problems, Moby-Glass problems where it doesn't become accessible. But at the moment, I believe the consoles are fixed, or mostly fixed. Conson, what else we got?
Well, I've got a question for you. What was that shit that you told me to buy? Vanguard Warden.
A Vanguard of any description, but Vanguard Warden's pretty strong.
Cool.
So I was talking to Zin about what's a relatively good ship to use for Xenothreat stuff. Single person ship.
I might as well because I got 15 mil. So
she's got a Super Hornet and stuff like that already. I just thought she would want something pretty tough.
Right.
When bread becomes toast, why can't it be bread again?
Yep, that's right. Answer the important questions.
Well, it's an AMA, Zin. I will answer all questions seriously.
Yeah, but you're not doing them in order, and this is how things go wrong.
Oh, maybe you should be reading them out sooner, maybe, question mark. So, toast is bread, but also toast. That's the answer. I'm done with that one.
How much do you think the powered armor will change the FPS combat with boarding?
So,
I don't think powered armor. Is he talking about the Titan suits? Or
I think he's talking about Titan suits. Let's assume he's talking about Titan suits.
I wouldn't have thought that Titan suits would be capable in space. I thought they would have been a ground-only thing.
So I think we will see them on space stations and in ships, but I think they're going to have maneuverability issues. It's possible they have big EVA packs, so maybe they will be able to float around in space a bit. But deploying them on a ship, you probably will only be able to take and hold the externals of a ship and the hangar bay of a ship, but you're not going to be able to get it down corridors. Or maybe you are, but you're not going to be able to turn it. We'll have to see what they finalise with that. They've previously done tests with the Titan suits a while ago where they had size 1 weapons for its arms, and it was just like, this is ridiculous. They can't turn. They can't do anything that an infantryman could do. And we're supposed to bridge the gap between infantry and vehicles so that they give a bit more punch power and agility than a vehicle. Well, more punch than an infantryman would, but more mobility than a vehicle would, for the most part. It's not speed, it is sort of like being able to get behind cover and things.
I can't open the ramp to my warden.
What? Because you've never done it before, is that why?
It won't work. Oh, maybe the server's crashed. We'll give it a sec.
With the recent branding video, do you think we'll get multiple Mobiglass brands? So I think you'll be able to have a lot of different customization of your Mobiglass, and there will be different Mobiglasses you can have. But it's a Mobiglass. There's only one brand of Mobiglass, because the Mobiglass is kind of the brand.
Is it the brand, or is it like Android?
That's a good question. I mean, it's Microtech made. I'd say it's the brand. It's the brand and the product? Question mark. What other questions we got, Sin? Because you want
Nova Tank
in order.
Shut up. With the Nova Tank coming in sometime this year, are they adding any tank or ground missions to go with it?
Not that they've confirmed, but they are adding spawn lockers and some stuff like that. So spawn lockers, I think, coming in 3.13 at the moment. They might have been pushed to 3.14. It's 3.13 or 3.14 at the moment. I mean, I'll have a look. I'll have a look now, actually. Spawn lockers. Where are you? Spawn closets. They're in 3.13 at the moment. So basically, they allow FPS NPCs to spawn in and despawn in areas where they can't be seen behind doors and stuff. So you'll have security forces turning up. You'll have reinforcements turning up. You could potentially have a mission where you have to assault a facility and they keep on getting reinforcements, or defend a facility and that sort of stuff. And that could potentially start to then have ground vehicles be more useful and appropriate because, well, you've got more ground forces to fight. So they haven't confirmed anything yet, but eventually, ground vehicles are going to be super important. Boom. Next question.
Do you think that after the event there should be mercenary missions where you have to fight remaining Xeno forces after their inevitable defeat?
Yeah, and I think we'll start to see in the future with these sort of dynamic events that there will be other missions associated with them that are more minor, and that there will be sort of like clean up Xeno threat here. Go here and take out some of the Xeno threat leaders, and that sort of stuff. Some of them might be to partly help towards a goal of a mission. Some of them might be partly to do after a set of missions, like new missions to turn up like that.
So will it be a case of eventually Xeno threat will just disappear?
So, okay. The way I understand the dynamic events and the way they want to do them is they want to change them every so often around. So you might have Xeno threat disappear for a few patch cycles and then come back again later. And that's the way I understand it. It might be that they keep it in there for a long period of time, or it's on and off, but semi-regularly. Obviously, all this sort of stuff's going to evolve. All this stuff's going to evolve. You said the snooping. It's going to evolve, whatever. Next,
do you think they are going to try to get Theatres of War out this year, especially now we are getting some more ground combat vehicles like the Tonk?
Yeah, so one of the reasons that the Tonk was prioritised was because of Theatres of War. We do know that Theatres of War is being played very regularly by Cloud Imperium. They're doing playtests regularly. It's not with Eva Carty. And they do plan to have some more Eva Carty playtests again in the near future, although we don't know exactly when. We do know that they want to get some network code optimization in there, potentially some of the goodness of persistent streaming / iCache / some of the work towards server meshing in before jumping back in with it. No, they don't need server meshing for it, but some of the optimizations going towards that, some of the optimizations going into like the Gen 12 renderer, getting higher frame rates, getting better prediction, getting a more smooth, less janky animation experience that's nice and responsive. That's super important for Theatres of War because it is much more action-packed and arcadey, much more Battlefield-like. So expect it to go back to Eva Carty testing probably within the next few months, and then we'll probably hear about it towards the middle of the year. Hopefully, it'll go to a wider audience by then, but there's no confirmation from CIG yet.
My chat's just scrolled all the way down to the bottom, and I didn't want to do that.
It will do that regularly, and you'll have to scroll the way back up and work out where you were.
When bread becomes toast, why can't it be bread again?
Toast is typically greater than bread, although bread and toast, as we discussed, toast is also bread. But toast is the greatest version of bread.
Any idea when we are going to be able to blow open ship airlocks and depressurize suits?
So, the systems for that, they have done a load of work on the room system and stuff. Like, we do know that atmosphere is sort of tracked, but explosive depressurizations that suck things out, that are more physicalized and visually physicalized, are done visually. I don't know the words I'm trying to look for there. That you can see. There's some sort of effects behind them. We don't know when they are. We do know that they are doing things like they're making functional fire extinguishers this year. And that they want to have damage control. So damage control is going to be things like depressurization, damage to hull, breaking...
ships, not suits. Ship airlocks and depressurized ships. Sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. And they're going to be able to break the chains of resources and power, and there's going to be fires that outbreak on your ship, and you're going to have to go and deal with them. You're going to have to go repair your ship. You're going to have to deal with those fires, because those fires are going to consume oxygen, and your precious little life support systems are not going to be able to cope with it.
What we got next? When can we expect massive PvE or PvP ground-based first-person shooting battles in moons and planets? I think they mean on moons and planets.
So obviously, orgs do them now. Daymar Rally and things like that get organised will have huge amounts of ground vehicles. But as I said earlier, they're working towards the potential for that ground combat gameplay, but we don't know when we're going to start seeing it. I would expect to start seeing it this year. They're obviously building out new points of interest on the ground with those new homesteads, the colonial homesteads. There's ground vehicles like the Tonk coming online. There's spawn closets. So this year at some point, expect more ground gameplay and tangible ground gameplay. Really, we want missions, some basic missions to tie it together. Defend structures and complexes. Cool. And have it so that it's quite hard to use ships there. And there's going to be reasons that you want to use your ground vehicles and stuff. Mainly, I suppose, because they don't cost fuel to just sit there. It's one of the things. But ships, you'd have to get in the air. There's a load of things you could do to sort of prohibit ships in areas, as I said. Some defences, environmental hazards, things like that. Go on, what else we got soon?
How often do you think they will trigger Xenothreat in live? Playing in PTU, it requires half a server to take down an Idris. If it's random, it'll take forever to gather everyone. So,
I don't think it takes that much effort to take an Idris down anymore in the Xenothreat stuff, because there are people there, and there's UE Navy forces, and as soon as you've taken the first one down in the fleet battle, your javelin turns up, and that is a strong boy. In fact, in a minute, me and Zin will jump in and we'll show you some of this stuff. In fact, we'll do it now. because Zin can still read out the questions, even though I probably can't. Do you agree with Morphologist's opinion that new locations like Crusader might not be in the game because of the limits to object container streaming? So there are limits to all of the tech they currently got in the game, obviously, and to any future tech that they build. Unless there's some sort of magic quantum thingamajigs that they pull off in the future, which is unlikely, at least for the next decade or so. So there are limitations to it, but object container streaming and the optimizations they're working towards shouldn't be prohibitive for larger gameplay area. So Crusader, they should be able to put in. They could technically put the pyro system in now. I mean, it wouldn't be the most smartest thing to do, and there would be a loading screen for it. But the original version of Pyro, as far as I was aware, that they were building, wasn't going to have server meshing. They were just going, well, we'll release Pyro. But then they went, well, actually, we could tie everything together and get server meshing at the same time. It's going to take longer, but it's better for the project overall, I think was the idea. So I do not agree with Morphologist's opinion that Crusader might not be in the game in the near future because of object container streaming limitations. They are literally just building out Crusader, and then they'll put it in game. There could be arguments for gas giants are pretty taxing, but I think that's more client-side taxing than server taxing or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't agree with Morph on that, but he's entitled to his opinion, and I'm sure he's got a good theory behind all of that jazz as well. I encourage vigorous debate. Maybe not vigorous.
Do you encourage vigorous mass debate?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Disavow. Disavow, not disinvow.
Whatever.
Stop snooping. Right.
Are there any consequences in failing the Xenothreat mission? Do they overtake the server or something?
So not at the moment. No consequences as far as we are aware currently.
Okay. When are we getting BoredGamer Gone Wild?
We probably aren't. If anyone's made a lot of money on strong stocks, feel free to email me your offers for BoredGamer Gone Wild. Are you, Zin, what's happening on your server?
I think the mission's done. I literally just went to Lawville to go grab a fucking shipmate.
You think the mission's done? So I'll just jump into a different server,
I think they said that the mission was over.
You like Zin reading out questions? Good, because that is what's doing.
Happening.
Yeah. Deal with it.
I've still got the mission on here.
Yeah. Two boards, one cup. Yeah, I've currently got 2 cups of coffee here. Is it a coffee drinking stream you're talking about, JB Gaming? Yeah. Yeah, is that what's going on? What else have we got, Sin?
I
don't think you need a deep fake of me to have BoredGamer Gone Wild, to be honest.
You mentioned in your last video that your frame rate has increased and the patch seems more stable. Can you elaborate on this?
Yeah, sorry, let me elaborate. My frame rates are higher and the patch seems more stable. Next. What do you want?
I mean, yeah, there's not much else to say, is there?
No. So it's high frame rates in all areas of the game. So whether that be gas clouds, whether that be running around on planets, whether that be in fleet battles, but mostly, because I've mostly been looking at the Xenothreat stuff, the frame rates there are higher. They were very low. Now they are more than bearable, and in some places, pretty good.
I heard that we maybe get more than one star system if they add new systems. What do you think? As in, systems with more than one star. So like... Oh,
binary systems and things like that. It is certainly something that I suspect may be looked at in the future. Look at that non-committal answer from me. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. I mean, they've got systems that have like just a black hole in and things like that. So,
can you please explain how they're going to get in Horizon and Crusader while still being at the max resource capacity and needing to remove Levski?
So that's not necessarily just while Levski was removed. They removed Levski for many reasons. Some of which is that Levski was causing lots of issues not just because of object container streaming, not just because of the limits of the capacity, because I don't think they necessarily are as much anymore. Object container streaming does allow them to turn off areas of the server. They did lower the amount of people on a server, so there's less people around to load stuff in. But Levski and Delamar had loads of issues, had loads of things causing crashes, had loads of things causing really terrible frame rates in those areas, and they sort of were fixing them. And if you saw on the patch notes just before they removed it, they fixed a load of stuff in Levski and Delamar and then removed it. And I suspect they went, it's too much trouble than it's worth, and it's going to be moving out really soon anyway, because it's supposed to be in the Nix system. So it was moved also because it needs to be in the Nix system, and I believe that the portal that they want to put for the jump point that they want to put for Pyro is actually pretty near where Delamar was.
Do you have information on when the next ship sale will be?
So you'll see a ship sale when 3.13 goes live. There'll be a Bible ship sale of all the new ships and vehicles and stuff, and maybe anything that's changed significantly. You'll see a ship sale at the end of May with Fleet Week. That'll be a big one. I did say big one, Sin. Good job.
I didn't say anything!
No, but you thought it. What else? Around February, they sometimes do a Valentine's Day sale because, you know, what's more romantic than spaceships? And then obviously you've got the big sale end of November, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, and there are some in between. But each major patch typically has a flyable ship sale with new ships and vehicles, or ships that have significantly changed. Bam. What else we got?
I'm on your server.
Okay, is that a question? Yes.
No. I'm on your server. When are you getting out of the spawn closet?
Oh wow. I mean, I'll get in and out of it repeatedly when it comes out in 3.13. Is that what you want? CIG are preventing me from getting out or in of the spawn closet. Do you? Sin?
Do I what?
You said do you to me.
Oh, sorry. Do you expect special death animations for exposure to space, hostile environments like freezing, burning, and explosions?
Can you say that again? Because Dooley was like, me.
Oh, right, yeah. Stupid Rowena. Do you expect special death animations for exposures to space and hostile environments like freezing, burning, and exploding?
Yeah, you'll see status effects for loads of different stuff, including that sort of stuff, for sure. There'll be loads of environmental hazards. There'll be loads of environmental effects. Exactly what? Don't 100% know, but heat, cold, all that sort of jazz. Obviously, the thing with space is unless you're in some sort of space weather. Oh dear, there's apologies for that green flashy bug for people that are not so inclined.
Yeah. Is it green now? It was blue before.
It's both. I've got both.
Does Theatres of War need Titan suits? Can we expect Titan suits in general of this year? Titan suits in general this year.
They haven't confirmed Titan suits this year. We do know that they are prioritising in the same way they did with the Tonk Titan suits for Theatres of War. That's what they said.
Do you think that after the Tonk is implemented, there will be missions where you and an AI force have to defend a homestead village against raiders, and the final wave has a Tonk?
That's exactly the sort of stuff I'm hoping for. I want ground-based missions and combat, and defend missions and attack missions, which like defending a colony for like a day against waves. Maybe not a day, but a good few hours against waves and waves and waves of enemies. That sounds great to me. And defending an area for long periods of time against players and NPCs, that would be cool as well. And literally have it pays people like King of the Hill. It pays out to people every couple of hours if they're holding it. So I've got a very low frame rate here, unfortunately. That's largely my fault though, because obviously I'm streaming and I've in borderless windowed mode to help it not crash.
Here we go. You're clear to
Oh wow,
engage.
very low frame rate.
Where was I? With the tonk coming soon, any chance my Nox will stop crashing when reaching speeds above 10 kilometers per unit because it hits a random pebble?
I'm gonna have to turn the sound down in game in a second.
Yeah, I would.
Alright.
Can't do my job. It's too loud.
I can't hear shit. Bear with me, guys. Oh. Stop shooting me. Do I really have to quantum travel away?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, is there a player on me?
Quite likely.
Oh. Yeah, just go away. I'm busy. I'm trying to do stuff.
I'm trying to work here.
I'm literally trying to work. Do. Right. I do not have the frames or the audio to play silly buggers. I apologise. Right.
I've just turned mine all down to 20, mate.
Yeah.
Who needs sound anyway?
No. I mean, I sort of want some sound in game, but I just want to be able to hear you. We need to sort out numbers for sound and stuff. I'm gonna have to change it back to full screen. Hopefully that won't kill anything. Cool. Oh, thank you very much for the host. Very much appreciated. Bored's actually playing the game. I know, right? What else we got? What else we got, Sin? Zin, what questions have we got? Sorry, I should probably push to talk when I'm talking to you. Shouldn't I? That's a good idea.
So I did ask, I don't understand the question. With the tonk coming soon, any chance my Nox will stop crashing when reaching speed above 10 kilometers a unit because it hits a random pebble?
Yeah, so they are working on fixing
You're at the AO.
ground-based vehicle stuff.
What the hell are you doing? Get back in there.
Oh, what am I doing? They are doing some work on ground vehicles and various bits for ground vehicles to make it so that they are not death traps on the ground. So sort of bear that in mind. They are working on that. Don't know when that's actually going to be done or if it's mentioned on the release view of the roadmap yet. What else we got, Sin?
Yeah, I know, I'm getting there.
Yeah, no, stop!
But I reckon Star Citizen should have missions and looting like Escape from Tarkov. The NPCs in that game, next level.
So say that I need to turn the audio down again. Sorry.
It's pretty loud when there's shooting going on.
Yeah. I'm interested to see if I instantly get targeted by people. If I jump into another server, if I just instantly get targeted, I'm more interested in getting footage than I am fighting. But
Ready
So,
Here we go.
so Dooley, you are so loud. Oh my god. She's the worst. There we go. I'll turn up Harver. Oh. Now, so what we got? What'd you say, Zin?
I reckon Star Citizen should have missions and looting like Escape from Tarkov. Then NPCs in that game are next level.
So, yeah. So I think the idea is that obviously we are getting looting and probably looting this year. There's physical inventory, a couple of different stages of physical inventory coming this year. I don't think you're going to have the risk and reward in the same way of Tarkov. I mean, I think they're influenced by Tarkov, risk and reward. But I don't think that you're going to see that sort of terrifying gameplay that you sort of do in Tarkov. Like, they do that so well. And I don't think you're going to be able to do rat gameplay in the same way. Maybe you will be able to. I hope it's not too influenced by Tarkov. I'm not a massive fan of Tarkov. I'm finding it really hard to aim with low frame rates. I was talking about high frame rates. This is terrible. I have to go to... Ooh. We'll sort of just try and get some footage more than anything else. What else we got? And I promise you can't hear my American accent because I'm not American.
Yeah, but you should be able to do an American accent, surely.
I know.
Have you got your new RTX card? If not, Scan UK has some 3090s in stock now.
Oh wow! If you only knew the ridiculousness of that statement. No, I do not have my 3080 yet. To my annoyance. And also, I don't have my my CPU either. But I have messaged the company about my CPU, and they did say I could upgrade to a higher tier of CPU. So I probably will. I think I'm being attacked by a player. Just want to see. It's all good, though.
You're at the AO. Weapons free. Keep an eye out for signals.
It's a multi-tool being added in again for the next PU patch.
What? What do you mean added in again? Yes.
I don't know.
It'll be fully functional for the persistent universe. It's a big part of you moving cargo across. And you need it for the Xeno threat missions to do it effectively. Because basically what I do is stack up the cargo from one area to another. And then just chuck it in your ship. That's the quick way of doing the cargo parts of the mission. Oh, sorry. Do I need to say go ahead to use in or...
No, sorry, I'm just busy hammering this hammerhead.
Let's take this hammerhead out.
When you see other players running around, they appear to stutter across the room as they move. Is that a desync issue, and what has to happen for this to be resolved?
So it's desync, prediction, and general netcode. So it needs to be resolved by various optimizations to their netcode. Their netcode is bad at the moment, and they are working on it. There's stuff that you need to get in with iCache and server meshing and the persistent streaming, but there's a big network code rework that they need to have in as well. There's a load of artificial animation delay that goes into the game as well, so like 250 milliseconds of delays in, just sort of that shouldn't be there. There you are. I knew we'd have a player. I cannot fight this guy because I am too low framed.
Mine's not too bad. I'm almost certain I'm on the same server as you.
You're not streaming though, are you?
Oh, yeah, I suppose I'm not streaming. Also, I've got gigabit internet.
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot fight you with 0 frames. I apologise.
Will Tier 0 medical gameplay have the ability to apply bandages on yourself or your mates?
The fight's still going on. Get back here as soon as you
So, with the new medical gameplay, you're going to be able to heal gun people, I believe is the idea, and do third-party healing. But it's not going to be loads and loads and loads and loads of healing. It's not going to be loads and loads of sort of items and new types of heal and new types of stabilization or anything like that, unfortunately. So yeah, just maybe stabilizing people, maybe medical gun stuff. But no more than that. What else we got?
Is 3.12.1 player count going to be reduced to 40 like in the PTU?
So I think they're going to try and get it back up to 50, but it's going to be based on what works for them. If there are issues with 50 players, then they'll keep it at 40. I'm not entirely sure why they turned it down to 40. It might just be because they needed the performance and they weren't getting it with 50. So that's one of the reasons they might yeah, there are obviously issues with performance currently. I had a lot better experience earlier today, but now it's pretty bad.
Do you think that's just due to your stream or the fact that you're also... Or do you think it's due to, like, because you're capturing the video, or if it's down to the literal internet?
No, I don't think it's definitely client side. It's client side performance. It's me having terrible frame rates, and it's probably CPU based. I would expect. You need more RAM. Well, I'll that might be true because I've gone from 64 gigs to only 32 because I've got my new RAM. Oh. Let me out. Thank you. What else we got, Sin?
Hey Board, if you have set your login point in the ship's bed, then go do whatever and die. Do you respawn in your ship?
No.
Ship is in the same location where you left it. Thanks.
So no, you don't. If you set your ICU, so if you're on a medical bed, you will. You'll spawn back in the medical bed as long as the ship has not been destroyed that has the medical bed. And as long as you're not too far away from the medical bed. But just a bed, a normal sleepy boy bed. If you die, you will not spawn back in your sleepy boy bed.
Yeah, so I think it's you get into the bed and then you choose log out. Therefore, you're not in the game. And then when you log back in, it will spawn you in the bed. But you won't then die and respawn in the bed.
That is correct.
I'm out of main ammo again, and now I'm being attacked.
So people think that because I've got no delay on, people will be stream sniping, and that's if they want to.
They'd have to get in the same server.
Well, there's people actively targeting me, but that's sort of fine. It's just I'll typically retreat because I'm not really playing properly. I'm trying to get footage or trying to get prettiness rather than anything else. That's why I think stealth ships would be really good at this stage, like that work really well, because then you could just go, I'm in this area, but I've turned all my stuff off, and it's almost impossible to find me, like in a big battle.
Is there any more work on any more word on ship naming, and how will the mechanism to name one's ship work?
We don't know how the customization for ship naming will work yet. And there's no real new information other than it's planned for 3.13, so the Q1 2020 patch, and that we're pretty excited for it. But as I said, there's no real new information on that. Expect to be able to customize your ship's name in some front-end way that CIG will talk about pretty soon. But other than that, we don't know. We know, well, there's also serial numbers that are associated with it as well. You don't have to have entirely unique ship names either, because your serial number is associated with it too.
When do you see gameplay loops for the Mercury Star Runner coming online?
So obviously there is gameplay loops now for it, but there are no data running gameplay
Yeah, I think
loops
that they're
or
probably more
interception.
talking about data running and data retrieval. 'Cause that's
Yes.
kind of what it's mostly for, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's sort of pretty multi-role was the idea. It's a multi-role ship that's got the ability to data run and data intercept as well. So it will be farming in some ways, or intercepting, or doing missions to get data, or otherwise buying data as cargo and moving it between areas. Very, very similar to cargo data, but you can probably get it by intercepting it as well. We don't have an indication of exactly when data as cargo is coming. I would expect it to be relatively simple for them to work on, because you know they've got the UI stuff all there. It's pretty basic. It's pretty similar to cargo. They're going to want to iterate on it, step it in. Are you with the javelins in?
No, I am not.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm getting another ship because mine ran out of ammo.
Yours ran out of ammo.
Yeah.
I wonder how quickly I'm going to be attacked by people. Well, no, if there's people like stream, because I know that there's PvPers.
I don't think there's stream sniping.
No,
I think they're just griefing.
They did
You know,
just
they-
griefing in general.
Yeah, well, they just don't know how
Is
to
this-
have a proper fight, so
is
they have
this-
to go fight people who are already in a battle.
Well, I mean, I'm a lot more chill with PvP than you are in this sort of thing. So at the moment, yes, I can understand the frustration as a test and when we're trying to record and stuff typically. But in general gameplay terms, them joining the Xenothreat side, as long as there is a reason for them to do that, because I think that would be all right. Like there should be a counter mission for them, and that should be considered when we talk about the. That should be considered when the mission's taken and all that sort of stuff for the actual balance, and that's fine. I just don't want it to be sort of like, well, there's no reason for these guys to PvP, because that gives them a massive advantage of, well, they can choose to engage and disengage at will and engage certain targets more readily and easily. But I don't know. All stuff that you could do to make PvP work in this event. Or they might just go, we don't really want PvP much in this event and we want it to be more PvE orientated. And that's cool too. There's going to be PvE and PvP stuff, and stuff that's a mixture of the two.
Do you think the new tourist ship will be up to date like the MSI Star Runner, or will it be like the Phoenix?
It should be relatively up to date. It should be. There's no reason for them to put old systems in. I think they also are planning to update a little tiny bit the Constellation series with new struts and things like that as well. At least they said they were going to look at it. So yeah, it should be up to date in as far as I'm aware. Oh, janky ships are janky.
Got a shield down on the Idris. Hit it while you can.
Will CIG eventually be forced to do some instanced missions or special segregated areas that allow players to not get griefed?
So, okay, they just need systems in-game to support legitimate PvP and piracy and stuff, and ways to counter that. Like stuff with griefing, you just have prisons and security forces and stuff like that. And ways of slowing ships down and tying them down and things like that. I think that's the important stuff. Like legitimate PvP gameplay is really important. The griefing, I'd say, is mainly because it's alpha and people can get away with pad ramming. People can get away with glitching into the javelin and causing it to explode. Things like that. That's griefing to me. Or turning up at the cargo missions and just quickly targeting the ships that have got explosive cargo in, and then running off. Okay, well, there's literally nothing you can do about that. So that's partly because it's an alpha. Oh, what? Why have you got?
Life in space. I'm your host,
You're right, mate.
Fucking cock. So a YouTube video started randomly playing, so I had to alt tab to deal with it, and I crashed.
Oh.
GG. Oh, see what I have to deal with. Yeah. So what did you think of the Tobii eye tracker in the end, Zin? Too expensive for 230 euros?
I wouldn't have bought it for what it was.
But if you had the money, what did you think of it as an actual product?
I think either need to be cheaper. I mean, it's pretty cool for what it does. Obviously, you can do more with it than just play it, use it for Star Citizen. It's not just a Star Citizen thing. You can use it in many different games, and there are certain games that are literally you could interact with things using the Tobii eye tracker by looking at objects and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried any of those games.
Very much a premium product and a premium experience for a premium price.
Yeah, it's
premium.
I mean, if you've got the money, you've got that sort of disposable income, then yeah, you might want to mess around with it. It's pretty good. Like I said, there's lots of different settings that you can play with, to try and get the right sort of experience that you want from it.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't that great for me.
So I liked watching your partner DC use it, because I like to see what his eyes were looking at, and I think that's what I'll integrate into my streams. I think it's going to be pretty good for some gameplay in the future to mix with VoIP. So obviously it can do the head tracking, and having the eyes tracked for streams I think is pretty cool. I am back in the server.
Same one I was on.
Yeah. I'm still in the battle.
All right. I'm just trailing behind the Javelin.
Oh yeah, I see you in your Vanguard.
No, Super Hornet.
This is Vanguard. Who is this? This is UEE Navy. Is your name UEE Navy?
No.
So
but that's an idea for a new character.
I've got. Oh, actually, I won't say my other accounts' names in case I use them for nefarious purposes. So you'll see here, Zin, a bloody smoke cloud that they're in. So the Javelin and the Idris are fighting each other by circling each other, which puts the Idris at a massive disadvantage because its main armament is in the front, and its turrets a lot of them can't really get to where it needs to shoot at. Whereas the Javelin can just constantly fire at the Idris. The Idris isn't really a proper military brawling ship. It's supposed to be like an aircraft carrier, well, a little mini aircraft carrier.
Yeah, but I would have thought that because of that, it would have more side-facing turrets and the ability to have more directional. I think with the Idrises, it's more of a once you've got shit locked down, send in the Idris to fire face on.
So I see the Idris as more of a support ship for the fleet, the wing of fighters that it's supposed to go with.
Is that you? Have I just flown over you?
I would suspect so.
Let's have a look. Is this? No, that's UEE Navy. Anyway, so this question keeps popping up, but I would assume you probably can't answer it, which is, can you tell us an example of a bug that might be in the Evocati build compared to a PTU build?
No, I can't. I can't.
I know you can't.
I can't talk about the specifics of an Evocati patch.
I mean, even if it would seem like such an innocent thing, you're NDA'd, you can't say anything like that.
So, okay, typically the Evocati builds have more frustrating bugs in. So it will be things that prohibit you playing and if there's no point in you playing, like as in you can't get into the game to play, then it will be an Evocati until it is. At a stage where you can play without it just exploding immediately. Like, they want more people stress testing it after all these sort of like critical bugs are solved. Like, I can't play for more than 10 seconds, or the game doesn't let me spawn ships, or those sort of like terrible, prohibitive to gameplay and access bugs. I mean, you could argue that sometimes you get those in the PTU. That is also true. But I promise you, in Evocati, some of the times it can be head-bashingly bad, and can be a chore. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say.
Does Evocati ever get a peek at any straight-to-fly ships? I think they do, don't they?
It gets built to the game early, at the earliest possible stage. I won't give you anything more than that.
Are they working on getting the Rock to work with elevators like on the Nomad?
Yes, and they've actually talked about that. So there's a few things going on there. They are working on the alignment for ships and elevators when they land on the ground. They are working on getting ground vehicles working better in physics grids and on the ground. And they're working on vehicle and ship spawning. I'm good, Sin. Don't worry about that sound I made. I think someone was trying to ram me because I just did a weird maneuver and I just saw a ship fly past me. But don't worry, it's all good. It's all content, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no, shoot at me. I'm
Sorry.
just taking pretty pictures.
Might be me, mate, that's shooting at you.
No,
I'm
no,
bad
I
at
think
games.
it's that Idris over there.
Right.
Do you think there will be a ship size limit in theatres, e.g. only up to a Corvette class, or if we will be able to use capitals as possible mobile spawn locations for our team and their fighters?
They haven't confirmed exactly what sort of things they want to do in Theatres of War in the future. It will be... I would expect that we will probably see capital ship boarding and capital ships there as well. Oh. Big bada boom. Was that a size 9 torpedo that hit it? Or lots of size 9 torpedoes or something?
No
Something
idea.
big hit that.
Oh, I can see that explosion in the distance. I'm still by the Idris.
But that was one of the Idrises.
Oh, well, there's still an Idris here.
Let me find you, Ms. Dooley. Do you see? There's a joke in
It's a
because
joke.
her name's Rowena.
My name's Rowena.
What else we got? Why won't you let me ram you? Stop moving. Nice.
Will there ever be a way to manufacture your own weapons and armor and a player-based economy like in Star Wars Galaxies?
So Eve, Star Wars Galaxy, whatever. So Star Citizen is a player-influenced economy rather than a entirely player-led economy. Eve, that is almost entirely players. Yeah, they manufacture everything, they buy and sell everything. Yeah, cool. In Star Citizen, it is a simulated economy with consumption of by NPCs and that sort of stuff. NPCs also act as part of the trade. They build stuff with factory nodes. They go and complete missions. They go mine. Those mined goods become other goods and then are sold in shops. So there's a proper dynamic simulation for all of it, but it is 9/10 NPCs to every one player is what they basically said. So player influenced, not entirely player led.
Did something just fall off that Idris? Yeah, it did. Not Idris. Javelin.
Yeah, it probably didn't need all of it. They did it. Doesn't need all its bits.
It's still moving. It's still fine.
It's firing this asteroid. It's trying to wreck this asteroid currently. Get wrecked, asteroid. It's the safest place for that javelin, though. Oh no, that Idris behind the asteroid. Oh no.
Is the SRV as much of a sleeper as I think it is?
A sleeper, as in they're not working on it.
No,
SRV.
as in, like, you wouldn't expect it to be as good as it is.
The SRV, isn't that the recovery vehicle? The
I have no
tow ship?
idea.
It's a utility tractor beam vehicle. It's super important. This is you, isn't it?
What? Just tailing the javelin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Keep them flying in front of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I blocking your pretty shots?
No, it's all good. Oh no, I just shot at the javelin by accident. My hand twitched. What else we got?
Is
What's
this
going on?
game like Tarkov and Arma 3, where having a baller CPU improves frame rates rather than having a 3090?
So they are working on optimization for Star Citizen. It desperately needs it. And we don't know where that's going to lie, what the optimal rig is going to be for it yet, although they are offloading more and more to the GPU, but they're also making it more scalable across more CPU cores at the same time. I think this javelin is going to kill itself on an asteroid in a minute. I was literally started saying that as he sort of janked into it.
I'm wondering if he's trying to get me off his tail. Why are you
No,
doing
he
this?
shouldn't
I'm
be.
just trying to take pretty pictures.
He's a happy little boy.
I wonder if they've removed damage from asteroids for them. Or maybe the asteroids just aren't big enough.
Oh, he's janking! He's
Yeah,
a
he's
janky
janking.
boy!
In ship combat, the ship's shields is more affected by energy weapons and the hull by ballistic or no matter.
So, ballistic weapons can do some partial penetration of shields and deal direct damage to the hull and therefore sort of components. Energy weapons are more readily absorbed by the shield, but you could then argue, well, they actually deal more damage to the shields because they are... Oh!
Affecting the shields.
Yeah. Oh, one of the turrets came off the javelin boy!
No, Javelin Boy.
Oh, he's lost 50% of his long to mid-range fire capabilities.
Oh, he's puffing smoke.
He's a puff puff.
Toot toot.
Doot doot.
So I'm going to have to Alt-Tab and scroll down a bit. Do you have a delay on the stream? Will help with stream snipers.
No, I don't have a delay, but I don't really have that much problem with stream snipers. Also, as long as my frame rate's right, it seems to have got a lot better, to be honest. That's probably because there's less entities. I'm not directly in the gas cloud. I don't really have a problem with people fighting me. I mean, prefer them not to if I'm just faffing about.
I
But
tabbed for a second, now I've lost everyone. There he is.
I'm sort of like, it's content for me, I suppose. If I'm trying to do something very specific, like I was doing an event that I had organised, I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, "Come on, really?"
Oh, yeah,
I'd probably be on a different account and not show my name in that situation. But
well,
I'm not going to whine about stream snipers. Although I probably should not make it easy for them either. But it's not necessarily stream snipers. Those guys that were attacking me earlier, as well, Zin said, griefing, but they might have just been trying to PvP in the fleet battle to mess around. It is testing. People are testing this. It's not on the live build even yet. So.
Will there be a server wipe in 3.12.1?
I would not expect so. I'm not expecting a server wipe until we get... Well, I think that the most likely next time we'll get a server wipe is when we get iCache-like optimization and server meshing. And then a beta build and then a live build. Boom!
Something went boom.
It was an Idris sin.
Good.
And that's turning on the javelins. The hammerheads. Blah,
I'm
blah,
going to
blah.
quickly look at the other thing because I need to scroll down again. When do you think we will see the NPC version of the Bengal in-game?
That's a good question. Squadron 42. I don't think they'll put that in the game for any sort of build for the Persistent Universe for a while. You might see it as like a Citizen Con. You might see it as like a special build, like a lol build, to sort of promote the game. But I think it's very much a Squadron 42 first reveal.
And question, does the Javelin shoot torpedoes in this event?
It
Do the
apparently can
Javelins
go...
disappear?
Yep, no. Feature. It's a feature. It completed its objective. So you can say that
Okay.
again. Does the what? Sorry, what?
The Javelin shoot torpedoes in this event?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I hadn't seen any. But yeah,
I
sure.
haven't as well, but I heard it had. I haven't
Okay.
directly noticed it fire torpedoes. But it should be, because it's got them, and they worked on getting them working, I know that. So it should be firing them, at least in the live build.
Board cube.
Oh, thanks, Raging Sage. Very much appreciated. And Skylark, if I didn't say thanks earlier, thanks. Appreciated. What else we got, Sin?
I'm looking.
This is Captain Kilgoy who was after me earlier. I don't think he was stream sniping me. I just think he was flying around shooting people.
He's lucky because he's not put question at the front of his question, but I have spotted it. I have a question which is more accurate.
Sin, he's after you. Captain Kilgoy's after you.
I'm not even moving.
Oh,
Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that's never mind.
I was like, oh yeah, don't worry about him. He's not stream sniping or anything. He's just chilling. He's just shooting some people. He blew you up in front of me.
Which is more accurate for competitive, the Tobii or the Track IR? I have the Track IR5 and thinking of buying the Toby, but not sure if it's worth it. I don't think he's the right person to be asking that question to. What do other
no.
people think?
I don't know what the most competitive is either, because I'm not a competitive fighter even.
You also don't have a Track IR.
Uh,
Or do you when you don't use it?
I've had... did I have a Track IR before? I might have had a Track IR. The Toby eye tracker is very good for head tracking and very good for eye tracking. Yeah, I don't know about the delays in them both, and I need to test them against each other.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in my video, I mean, I've had various, like, responses across, like, different people. Like, some people have used both, prefer the Track IR because they think the Toby's laggy. Other people have used both and think the Toby's better because the Track IR's laggy. I don't know if maybe it's down to a setup problem, or just maybe their particular PC works better. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of optimization you can make to them as well to get the minimum amount of millisecond lag. So I'm not attacking this guy. I'm not trying to shoot him or anything. I'm just having a watch. The guy that killed G's in.
Oh, okay.
He's just having a bit of a chill. He's fighting
What's
a
his
load
name?
of people.
What's his name?
Captain Kilgore.
Name and shame.
Well, no, I don't think he's active. He's certainly not actively targeting me specifically. He's just
He
trying
actively targeted me, and I didn't even move.
Do you want me to try and kill him?
No, it's fine. Will there ever be a time when all ships are buyable in game?
All ships are viable.
Buyable.
But
Purchasable.
Yes. So, yes and no. Almost every ship. There might be a couple of promo ships which are not buyable, like the Saber Raven, that you'll have to buy off another player. But they're not tangible, hugely different from the other ships. You can buy a standard Saber and outfit it very similarly. Mm-hmm.
Any idea when the MSR will go back on sale?
I'm expecting it to be viable in game in 3.13/3.14, so one of those two patches. And I don't think it will go back on sale until the Invictus Fleet Week May. Do you want to jump into another server?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to actually get in a party, and maybe I will turret, because then you can fly and shoot, and then I can turret and also alt tab.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That does mean that maybe we're twice as because we're so amazing as people, twice as more likely to get stream snipped.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, well, I agree. I agree. It'll be fine as well. I don't think. I haven't had much problems with stream sniping previously, which is my thoughts on it. Like I know some streamers do. I think a lot of streamers overreact to it. I know that because I overreact to any time I get killed in a game when I'm not streaming. So, I mean, obviously sometimes it is quite obviously they are being stream sniped. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It definitely does happen. But I think it happens sometime. Sometimes people die or get attacked by someone and they assume it's stream sniping when it's not. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. What else we got, Sin?
I'm ready to go when you are. How much will the Hercules Starlifter cost approximately?
Are you talking? Is he talking about Alpha UEC or is he talking about money?
Well, why not both?
Oh. Zin,
Okay,
can you go on
dollary
to
dues?
in dollary dues? Can you go onto robertspaceindustrials.com? Can you click on the store pledgy boy?
Pledgy boy. Yes.
And can you go to the ship upgrader, my bob?
Yep.
And then can you on the left check it so all ships. And then find the ship that he mentioned. Is it the Hercules Starlifter C2? Find the C2.
C2.
Yeah, on the left on the left, and then say how much it is. How much is it?
It's so the C2 is $360 dues.
So that was its last sold war. That was the last price it was sold at. It might be cheaper war bond.
The M2 was 480 and the A2 was 700.
There you go. The A2 is ridiculously overpriced. I mean, they're all overpriced. They're spaceships for a computer game, and they're spaceships that don't exist in game yet properly. So bear that in mind. That said, I do know someone that made $2 million on GameStop stock the other day. So
I should
swings and
probably
roundabouts.
get up and get to your ship. Is Zin his girlfriend? No, she is not.
Can I answer that?
Yes.
No, she's not. She is my employee, though.
I'm his employee. I'm his friend.
That is... Thanks, Sin.
You're welcome. You've been friend zoned.
You'll... that's strongly friend zoned. I'm more into your boyfriend, to be honest. He's
yeah. So I have a boyfriend. I've been with him for over 10 years now.
Yeah. Longer than Star Citizen's been in development.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's a long time.
Is there a place to rent a Mercury Star Runner?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Expected in 3.13.
There you are.
Oh, did I spawn something?
I don't know, did you?
Yeah, I did. An Avenger Titan, I don't want that. It's a dumb idea.
Is it still the plan that we can rent our own hangar in a station/port as like a home base kind of thing?
You will be... So, in the future, there will be the ability to rent/buy warehouses and space for storage. There's going to be physicalized hangars and physicalized hubs that you'll be able to rent and buy as well. Addressed, I suppose, is the way...
Have we covered when the speculative date for the PTU to go live is? So,
it depends. It's between this weekend and next weekend is my expectation there. It's going to be dependent on how much testing they want to do for Xenothreat, more specifically the cargo elements of Xenothreat, though they have recently halved the amount of cargo you need to complete that Xenothreat second phase? First phase? Whatever it is. The cargo phase. We are going to Pad 4's in, and you're going to get in the turrety do.
You do the things, I'm reading the questions.
You do the things, I'm doing the questions. Okay, yeah, cool.
I know your giveaway winners used to be listed on Reddit, although I only checked once or twice in the last 3 years. I watched most of your... Oh, how do you list winners now?
On Reddit, exactly the same way before, in the pinned post, it shows the current month and last month's winner, and you can find all the posts up on there on Reddit. Also, at the beginning or near the beginning of each month, I announce it on a video as well.
Yeah, it's usually one of the first news videos that we do of the month.
And if you're like, where on Reddit? Well, I've got a BoredGamer Reddit, and it should be pinned there. But also, in the description under my videos, it tells you more details of the giveaway, and it links to the post about this month's giveaway, and talks about last month's winner.
Move back a bit.
Zin, I've forgotten how to open doors.
You move back a bit. This is exactly the problem I had. If you get too close, you can't open it. So where's the turret?
It could be literally anywhere, Zin.
I can't see. Everything's red and flashy.
Did you mean for that door to close?
No.
Zin?
Yes.
Zin, it could be anywhere.
Is it up there? Oh, how cool is that?
Let me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way.
Oh, I'm opening all the doors.
Why are you opening all of the doors? Zin, there's a Xenothreat going on.
Okay.
No, there's a...
So how do I get into the turret?
Oh, actually, Zin.
Hmm.
I don't think
Is there not a Xenothreat going on?
No, there's not. Zin. There's not a Xenothreat going on.
There's not a Xenothreat going on, is there?
Main menu! Hey, Bod, is there a way around unable to recall a ship? Try getting it from another terminal. Other than... if you're getting the ghost ships and never being able to reclaim, then a character reset. But they, I believe, are fixing it for 3.12.1.
Are we going to jump on another server, yeah?
Yeah. Tell me when you're out and I'll jump back in.
Yeah, sorry, I was scrolling. I missed a load of questions because things scrolled down again. Question. Polaris this year?
It's being worked on this year. And we'll see more and more work on it in the future. So as in, they'll start to show it on Inside Star Citizen and stuff towards the end of the year, I'd expect. I'm expecting it for mid of 2022 to be completed.
Right, I'm ready. How does having a better CPU and GPU improve frames when I have an i7-9750H and an NVIDIA 1660 Ti, and it's only using 50% of each?
Okay, so I can't speak for the amount of resources it's using on the cards, but the 1660 Ti is not great for Star Citizen's needs. It's incredibly unoptimized as well, the game, and it's GPU, CPU, and RAM that they're your main factors, and SSD, I suppose, as well.
I mean, I'm not like a hardware enthusiast or anything like that, but I would have thought, like, technically programs do not want to be trying to throttle the shit out of your components.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it obviously, like, you'd think it should be using up to, like, maybe 80%, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything about hardware.
I think we might be constantly coming back to the same server.
Is there no thing?
Oh, no. We've got it. We've got another one. Kilgore apparently is on this server as well.
Yay!
Why Kilgore? Will Kilgore run? Maybe because he doesn't want to die. Maybe he was getting shot at too much and then disengaged so he could heal. That seems like a legitimate tactic to me.
Has there been any news of VR progressing in the game?
No, we're waiting on Vulkan and the Gen 12 renderer stuff first, and then they'll be able to talk about VR in a bit more of a, well, these are probably the plans for the future. At the moment, they can't really plan for it all.
I mean, to be fair though, I think the integration of the Tobii Eye Tracker is a good step forward towards VR support.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I'm also actually randomly, I'm thinking that next generation VR headsets will have eye trackers in them. Or something similar as well. So, where are you, Zin?
I'm at the terminals waiting for you.
What?
What?
I was waiting for you at the lifts. I'm a dum-dum.
Has stealth gameplay been implemented to some degree yet, with ships and all?
Yeah, to some degree. I mean, signatures and pinging and detecting ships is sort of in, but it's not done properly yet at all. They are improving that significantly this year. So you'll have your stealthy gameplay, or at least more of it. Pad 2, pad 2, pad 2, pad 2, pad 2, pad 2.
What's your favourite British car? It's a bit of an odd one because all the best cars are Japanese.
Alan car?
Haha! But no, Jimmy car.
Jimmy car?
Right, now I've caught up with that Reddit one. There was one over on Twitch. Where's it gone? Do you think that we'll be able to own these nodes like factories to produce components?
They've talked about crafting before, and they said there's going to be some crafting in Star Citizen, but to what extent and exactly what, we don't know. They've also talked about players being able to hold locations potentially and manage space stations, so I think that gameplay may be on the cards, the heart of the cards.
Oh, there's pew pew going on over there.
There is some pew pew.
Do you want me to do the ramp this time?
I can do it. Oh.
That's exactly the problem I was having, you know, earlier when I said, oh, I can't get on my ship.
I wasn't listening to me.
Oh, no, you don't usually listen to me.
I do sometimes.
Right. Will the Idris be persistent, or will we be able to despawn it when we log off?
We don't know exactly how player capital ships are going to work in the full game. So short term, when we have the Idris in our hands, it's almost certainly not going to be persistent. You'll want to log them out probably at stations with ship to station docking stuff. Yeah, boom. You log them out there. There may be safe areas for them to log out as well. They've talked about ship assistance before. We don't know what it's going to be in the future. We don't know if it's going to be, well, if everyone's logs out on a bed, yeah, it logs out. Or does it stay there? Well, that would be maddening if all the ships stayed in game, because there would be people everywhere.
You might need to repair your ship before you fly off.
What do you mean? That's me?
Yeah, your ship's mostly damaged.
Oh my god. That was Kilgore in the last server.
Damn you, Kilgore! What's the most frustrating aspect of Star Citizen's development, in your opinion?
Incredibly slow sort of cycle for its developments. Delays when it looks like something isn't going to be delayed. Yeah. For me, I suppose personally, not being able to go on office tours because of coronavirus.
That's not.
What? What?
Okay.
That's not what?
No,
that's not what's in.
Not really.
Sorry, would you like to do my answers for me, would you?
No.
Oh, my landing gear is sort of detached from my ship. Isn't that nice?
Question: when will the UEE stop bitching about the cargo?
I know, they do, don't they? At the moment they're not. At the moment it's just the fleet fight phase. That's almost alliteration.
Do you believe that there will ever
now?
be... yes, because we won't die straight away. Do you believe that there will ever be a time when you can start a pirate org and pull people out of Quantum with interdiction mines and then board by cutting the hull, then stealing stuff?
Yes. I believe that is relatively well described, some of the piracy gameplay. Maybe not exactly in the way you envision, but pretty similar. And you'll get some more of that this year. They want more physicalized cargo. They want the ability to move different types of cargo container. They want physicalized components, although I'm not sure if we're getting physicalized components this year. We'll have to wait and see. But that means that you will actually be able to disable ships much more readily. You and my turrets in, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in your turret.
Okay. No.
What?
A simple yes would have been enough, eh? That ammo is not cheap. Actually, it's energy ammo.
Would you agree Star Citizen is not really an alpha? It's actually a bare bones full release with quite a lot of bugs and new features always being added, available at retail price.
No, I would not agree it's an alpha.
I wouldn't agree with that either.
It is an alpha. It's got some of its core components, but not all of them. Some of them might be changed. It's you could argue that it's early access, and not an alpha, because it is somewhat playable. But it is certainly not... I mean, it's an alpha. It's an alpha.
Yeah, it's an alpha. Question. I mean, this is a very, very important question. I've been looking forward to this. What do you like on your burgers?
Is there anything more than... Do I have... Okay, so like a brioche bun. Yeah? Because you get some good brioche buns, eh? And then it's 99% the meat and the burger. Not anything else with it. Yeah? Like, I don't mind a bit of lettuce. Yeah, don't mind a bit of lettuce.
What about cheese?
I like some good old American cheese with like 1% actual cheese in it. On a burger, that is the cheese I want. I don't care if it's a guilty pleasure. I don't care if people think I'm wrong, because I'm right.
Back off, that's a Navy ship.
I promise you that the ship I am shooting at is not a Navy ship.
Is it coming up with that message for you as well? No? Okay.
Not repeatedly. Ooh.
Question. Who the hell disliked this stream?
Probably the Durksmer. Lol. People that don't like the stream, I don't know. It's all good.
You're allowed
Mate,
to not
the
like
joy.
the stream.
Yeah, you're allowed to not like the stream, and also I don't want to encourage people to not do anything because not doing anything's the worst. Any form of interaction technically is more money to me. So if they want to dislike, cool. Please do. Please dislike rather than do nothing. Please leave angry comment rather than do nothing. Dude, BoredGamer got the easiest job in the world. Please talk about what TRT say. So that is a genuine thread I've been following. Said like that as well. I can see them typing like that. No. That's all good. People are entitled to their opinion, and I hope it annoys them more that I'm like, yeah, if you're grumpy about it, if you've got that opinion, you're more than welcome to have it. I'm not going to stop you.
Question: when will Zin make an honest man out of Mr. Zin? Zin and Mr. Zin have had conversations, and we've decided that marriage is probably not for us.
Well, not actually. I'm not going to answer any further about you and your partner's statuses. DC and Zin are a forever couple. They are, and they're good together. Yeah, that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting from me. That's my observation.
Yeah. Can we pressure CIG to consider changing the Saber Comet's loadout as its weapons Omnisky and Pyroscatter are both worst DPS in class weapons?
There will be a huge amount of balance in the future. This guy is not an actual. This guy's not an actual criminal or a PvPer. He's just flagged as one. I just watched him kill a load of Xeno threat ships. Oh, I say load, one.
The golden question. What is your guess for Star Citizen's release? Not finished, but GA release. I don't know what GA means.
Don't know. I don't know what GA release is either. So on the shelf, Star
General
Citizen.
availability.
Okay, 2025. Optimistically.
Didn't you set an alarm?
Hey Google, when are my alarms?
You have set an alarm for the 11th of January 2024 at 4:51 p.m.
That's
and an alarm
Squadron 42.
For the 21st of January 2026 at 3:40 p.m.
2026 January. Yeah, I've got an alarm for Squadron 42 and an alarm for Star Citizen. Lol, lol, lol. There's a lot of Xeno threat ships here.
Somebody keeps saying about me being common law. Are you? I'm not sure what they're talking about.
What about in common law? The UK's common law, and Canada and all of our like Australia and stuff. What about it?
You are common law married, Zinnia.
Oh, so because you're technically living together and you have been for a long time, that someone could argue that you are common law married. If you wanted to steal his money by breaking up with him.
Yeah, that's another one of the reasons why we don't want to get married, though.
Yeah.
Looking for a multi-cruise ship to buy in games so our group of 4 to 5 can have some fun in Xenothreat. Any recommendations?
Carrack is going to suit you the best, in my opinion. I love the Carrack. You've got the Mercury Star Runner. You've got the Constellations. All of those are sort of like great choices for a small group. Do you have any ships that you really like, Sin, that are...
No, if multi-cruise ships, I don't have much experience with, other than the Mercury Star Runner. But I mean, everybody loves the Mercury Star Runner, right?
Yeah, and it's genuinely a great ship as well.
I'm sorry, I'm being a bit of a rubbish turret.
No, well, we're here to sort of like be able to talk while also being in game. So it's more for us talking.
Oh no, friendly fire. What do you think will have the biggest positive impact on the state of the game this year?
iCache and the work towards persistent server meshing, if they get it all, if they get most of it or some of it in. Gen 12 renderer. That's big. I don't really want to go after that guy because I don't think he's actually really aggressive. He might be. Captain Kilgore's here.
I'd focus on the Xenothreat people, and when a red starts, I think if a player who's red starts attacking you, then you attack them back. But like I had an issue where I accidentally got a criminal rating, and then everybody started shooting at me, and I'm like, I don't want to be shot at. I don't mean to be bad.
Do you not mean to be bad, Sin?
I don't mean to be bad. I've lost all the questions now.
Oh, you're the worst, Sin. Worst Star Citizen employee I've ever had.
Fuck off.
Well, you see?
Here we go.
I don't know if these guys are hostile or not. These guys in red.
They talked about space animals recently, but when are we going to see alien races in games? Or at least skeletons of aliens on planets, etc.
So obviously they've worked the most on the Vandal at the moment, and they are pretty well developed, including being able to have facial rigs driven by them and stuff like that as well. So they can have someone talking, like Andy Serkis, for example, and that be entirely done by a Vandal now, which is pretty cool. But they are now working on the Xi'an. So the tortoise people. We've obviously seen a little tiny bit of work on the Banu, because we had it at the very end of the Mercury Star Runner what the hell was it? Reunion? Little short they did. But yeah, they've got active teams working on animals. They've got active teams working on the Xi'an at the moment. And I would assume active teams working on Vandal for Squadron.
Whenabouts could we expect AI crewmates to be hireable?
So, we don't know. We haven't got an indication of that. They're working on a load of the AI stuff that they need in the game to get NPCs physicalized, get the dynamic universe simulation in, all that sort of stuff. What you will be getting in the not-too-distant future is AI blades, which will allow you to put like an AI computer or software in your ship that will allow some of your turrets to be automatically firing at certain things, or automatically firing countermeasures, or maybe you've got better access to bounty hunter databases, or something like that. So there's a lot of functionality that they might give you, and you'll have to choose wisely between them, exactly what you fit in your ship. But NPCs as crew, we don't know when, probably a lot further out, probably a couple of years away.
What do you think of the new Javelin ship, also with a $2
$2
donation?
Oh, I like money. If anyone else likes to give me money, I mean, you're more than welcome to.
From Anthony Cunningham.
Thanks, Ant. Hope you don't mind me calling you Ant, because that's what I'm going to call you. What do you think of the new Javelin ship? It's cool, and hopefully we'll see it again in a second when it spawns in. Yeah, it's really cool. I like the way it fights, sort of. I mean, like the capital ships do need a bit of work on them, but it's mainly the Idris, because the Idris gets itself into a position where it's trying to circle the Javelin, which can bring more of its guns to bear more readily and more easily, and the Javelin can't really get its front guns firing, and the front gun railgun on the Idris is amazing. Oh, don't shoot me!
I think I'm out of ammo. I'm not quite sure how or why.
Have you broken my turret?
Yeah,
I'm out of ballistic ammo. I mean, maybe get out of the turret and get back in.
Yeah, I'll try that. What's on the menu for dinner tonight, and would you eat it in Star Citizen during a mission?
Like, would I eat it if it was available to eat in Star Citizen? Or I'm so confused. I don't particularly like eating live on stream, mainly because I sort of think it's rude, although I know some people don't care, and sometimes needs must. Yeah, and mate, I've heard you gobble, mate, when you've been I think the fleet just keeps on coming until you kill the Idris.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying because obviously you want to get rid of the small ships because they're just irritating, and then everybody can focus on the Idris. And obviously you kind of need everyone to be able to focus on the Idris.
Yeah. The first stage Idris.
How do the giveaways work? Because I'm not sure how you pull them off every month.
What about pulling off what?
I think he's saying in reference to
how
do you
snooping.
choose them.
So I'll tell you literally how it works. So random number generator. Each of the videos I made during the month is numbered between 1 and like 34 or whatever, based on how many videos I've made. It rolls a random number, and then from within that, everyone's comments have been put into a number. Although if you put 18 comments in the same video, it still only counts as one. Literally just compresses it into a single comment or single name, and then it rolls randomly again on that. That is how it's chosen. It is that simple. It is basically XML spreadsheet. There might be a more refined, better way. There might be a pretty way that we can actually show it at some point. So that's the way it's currently done.
Why can't the Vandal change weapons, and why is this logic applied to player-owned Vandal ships? Isn't that a huge disadvantage to other ships? Or, well, that'd be a huge disadvantage to Vandal ships, I suppose.
So, Vandal, at the moment, they're supposed to be different ships with different mounts, basically, that can only take certain things. And the ones that we've got are either reproductions of Vandal ships or captured Vandal ships. So, expect them to be able to use different weapons in the future, but more limited amounts. I believe that a player is attacking me.
That's definitely because that's a blade or whatever, you know. I think he's going, hey, I'm here.
He is there.
What's your current FPS?
So that's frames per second.
Yeah, mine's probably sitting about 10, 20 maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably around 20-ish.
Mine's pretty bad, so
Whew.
I need more pew pew anyway, so
we will go to the nearby station. Oh my god, I had one frame then.
Ain't done. Where the hell you going?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dooley. Maybe you should get off the fucking telly and come and help us then. Oh, I've got negative frames. It's actually taking frames out of my real life. Okay.
It seems like the human race is the main focus of Star Citizen, Persistent Universe, and Squadron 42. But still, do you think we might be able to play as alien races?
In the future, they've basically said they will consider other alien races in-game.
I think
but it's
that'd be cool.
not going to be at launch, though. It'll be after launch if you want to play as Xi'an or Tavaran or Banu. But I'd expect the Tavaran are probably relatively easy for them to put in because they've basically been subsumed by the UEE anyway.
You fucking word again!
Why don't you like the word subsume?
Subsumed.
What's Zin? Where's the space station?
I don't know, where is the space station?
Can you... Zin, where's the space station?
Got a shield down on
Where
the
are
Idris.
you?
Hit it while you can.
I'm in space.
Okay, open your mappy map.
I've opened my mappy map.
Right, what does it say?
It says I'm in space.
Oh my god, I hate you.
What? Why do you hate me?
I have to wait for your stream to catch up with you now. So you want to go to... Oh.
Am I not... Isn't...
It's disappeared, hasn't it?
Zin?
M1's disappeared. L1. There it is.
Zin?
Shadow Frontier Station.
Where is it?
I can see it on your thing. You just can't click on it.
It's because we're there.
Are we there? I'm in bed. I got into bed. Had a little lie down.
Yeah? We'll go to Jericho.
I don't know how to get out.
Hold
Have
Y.
I just...
Hold
Have I
Y.
fallen through the minute?
Hold Y. Zin. Hold Y. Thanks very much, Joe Beastmaster, for great content board and money. Sorry, I didn't read that out earlier.
Why won't work? I think I'm gonna need a hand getting out of bed. Right, one sec. Any idea in dumb terms what sort of impact the Gen 12 renderer is gonna have on the game?
So the Gen 12 renderer and Vulkan along with it, so the graphics API, that should make the game more scalable. So be able to have more CPU threads working together to do lots of different tasks. It should offload more to the GPU and make the GPU more efficient. And I would expect things like lots of graphics options and things like that to turn up. It's in.
Yeah.
Space station's gone.
Where are you now?
I was tried to fly back to the space station, but it's gone.
I can't get out of bed.
Do you want me to come and sort you out? That's it.
What would you say is a great all-round ship for a single player?
Avenger Titan. Great all-rounder, not too expensive. It's in.
Yeah.
Get out of bed.
I can't get out of bed.
What happens when you hold Y?
This happens when I hold Y.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing happens. So to you, I'm literally stuck in bed. To me, yeah. I've fallen through the bed and I'm actually kind of half laying on the lower bunk.
What happens when you wiggle?
Nothing.
I can shoot you in the head. You think that would help?
Yeah, I'm sure that'll help.
Yeah? So wait, not yet. We'll try other things before. Can you open your mobiles?
Yes, I can. Half of it's blocked by my torso.
Try and change your undersuit.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can.
No, because I can't open up the...
You've got this. You can work it out. You've got this. You can work it out. You got this. You can work it out.
No, I can't. I can't get to the lower tabs.
Why?
Because my torso's blocking it.
Have you thought about getting better arms?
Oh, I hate this game sometimes.
Whoa.
I've purchased armor from the sub-store and it disappears in game from time to time. Any way to get it back without a reset?
No, not yet. Disappears when you die with it sometimes. Zin?
Yes.
You can just look at the pretty stuff. We'll go back to the fight. We'll just look at the nice little javelin fighting around.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, I can't even see your shit. Oh, wait, no.
Press F4, you'd be able to see outside.
I can see outside, but I can't see your ship. Oh, wait, no, I saw a bit of something there.
Yeah, don't worry. Just assume that you've moved the camera.
Okay, did you and Zin meet playing Star Citizen, or did you game together before that?
We did not meet playing Star Citizen. We met through our friend Kit. Who is Zin's best friend.
My best friend. Yeah, I've tried holding F and looking for the prompt. That's also not working.
Oh, Zin?
Yeah.
Have you tried holding Y?
Fuck off. I might, because I can't even log out, can I? Shit.
Well, you can. You can always Alt F4 and come back in.
Yeah, but is that going to work?
I don't know, Zin. 1 second, let me just... I'm going to talk to my psychic Star Citizen inner being. Yeah, it's going to work.
Will the new shields come out for 3.13.x?
I believe they... Okay, so the capital ships have them, sort of, the unrefined versions. And you should see the rest of the ships start to get updated from 3.13 onwards. I think that 3.13 is where we're getting signed distant field shields. It's either that or 3.14. Why did you go in the bed?
I thought I couldn't use the turret. I thought you were going to go refuel, so I thought I'd have a little lie down.
Wow. Lazy.
Will CIG address the shader/glare issue in the upcoming patch?
Let's also hope that they get rid of the flashing issue as well. Not people flashing.
So guys, re-thingied his question. He said, with the giveaway, I meant how do you handle getting the prizes to the winners?
Oh, I asked them to email me and reply on the comment, and then I send the gift to them to their email.
Oh, their email address for their Star Citizen account.
It just goes to so it doesn't matter if it goes to an email. So when you're logged into a Star Citizen account on the website, whoever clicks on the link in that email will get the gift. So I could just share the link with them.
Okay. It thinks I'm in your ship.
It's because you are in my ship.
Oh, I can't kill myself either.
What? Oh, F4.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, it's a beautiful boy. Who's my big, beautiful boy? It's not using.
Right.
It's this Idris. No, this Javelin. Oh, he's
To
lost his turrets.
To everyone telling me that the tabs are there, I just can't see them. They're not there. I cannot click on them. There's a question that I could answer here. Squadron 42, Chapter 1 this year? No.
Agreed. There's work going into 2022 for it, so... Oh, Cutlass Red just exploded in front of me. I think he might have been the reason that it lost a turret, though. Oh, Javelin. What else we got?
All the questions up to date so far.
In the future, will everyone's characters have their own unique traits? For example, allergies, personality traits, hacking, athleticism? If so, do you think they should be randomized or chosen like Fallout? NPCs will have a variety of different traits and stats. Players will not, although players might have statuses that they gain.
Oh, I missed that question. My bad.
But NPCs very much will have stats and behaviours.
There's actually a couple of questions I've missed. Probably because I was too busy trying to get out of bed. Do you think CIG will implement certain foods that could make your character have diarrhea or vomit?
Yes, there will be statuses. There are statuses already, and they will expand that out. Basically, the burritos in game currently dehydrate you, which is, I suspect, implying the poo-poos.
We just haven't animated the poo-poos yet.
But that will probably become a status effect as hygiene that might be tracked. That's what I'm expecting. Oh, poor little Idrissy boy.
Hey, new to playing the game, looking to buy a ship. Can the rock mining thing fit in the Cutlass? Also thinking about the 325.
It can fit in the Cutlass Black, yes. Yeah, it can.
I'm not on your ship, mate.
Rising.
I'm at the station, mate.
Oh, well, you're going to have to bring something else here, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, aren't I?
Thanks for the user.cfg guide. It needs a bit of updating from me. It will still work, the current one, but I suspect there's a lot more optimizations and whitelisted/backlisted things currently. I can probably update.
If I write my mail address here, do I get a free hammerhead?
No. Well, you might, but it's not from me.
Technically, the rock fits in the Cutlass Red and Blue too.
I couldn't get it in the Cutlass Red, I think, when I tried.
I mean, we couldn't get a dragonfly in the Cutlass Red.
Say we. I didn't try that with you.
Me and Zen.
I can get it. I can get the dragonfly to fit.
Okay.
Not properly. Let's make that
But
clear.
then again, that was Zen, and we know how much of a chucklefuck he is.
Zen is what I would refer to as King of Chucklefucks. Cargo hauling fixed soon. So for the terminals, yes. I'm expecting it for 3.0 12.1 live. There are fixes in the PTU for it somewhat.
Any idea when my precious BMM might make a debut? What's a BMM?
Brand new merchantman.
Ah, okay. Well, any idea when his precious BMM might make a debut?
End of 2022 at the very earliest. Because they're going to get the Polaris done first. Polaris has got work this year. You can see it on the progress tracker. Brand new merchantman does not have progress going on this year.
Apparently I've got 2 Super Hornets.
Congratulations.
Thanks. What year do you think the Orion will be out? 2022 maybe?
It's going to be a while for the Orion. It's another level of magnitude of miner. It's so big. It's strip mining.
You've got a $5 donation question from Jake Raven. Hey Board, think they will ever fix the Gladiator?
Yeah. It will get fixed and balanced. Obviously, I want some strong torpedo / missile fighter bomber gameplay from it.
Have I just... it's...
What's wrong, Zin? Or is there a list?
There's a list. I think the server might be borked.
I'm going to have to disagree with you.
Okay. That's why I said think and not it is.
So I was taking a load of screenshots of the Javelin.
Okay. No, it's working now. Why are people so obsessed with pooping in this game?
Why are people so obsessed with pooping in real life, mate? Because it's fun.
Does the new roadmap update mean that we won't see a new starship for sure? Is there still a chance that we will see a new system?
Yes, so they haven't ruled out server meshing and pyro and stuff like that yet, and the list is not exhaustive. So there could be a load of other stuff there that appears. There's literally stuff on the progress report marked as unannounced ship and things like that. So,
how good do you think the lore is in Star Citizen compared to games like Halo?
The lore in Star Citizen is not actively applied in game properly yet. So, Threat is one of those things that is trying to apply that a bit better. They are building the lore still. It's some reasonably good lore from what I can tell. They've got good team, they've got language. I mean, they've got proper languages you can bloody well learn. So I think they are building a giantly rich Star Trek-esque lore world.
I mean, what I would say, I mean, I think the lore in Star Citizen's pretty good. Like you said, it's not really applied to the game. Obviously, games
Not
like
yet.
Halo and stuff like that, they are kind of story driven.
Mm-hmm.
So the lore plays a bigger role.
There's an interest down. Let's keep up the pressure.
And it will have a much bigger role in the future and be applied in the future, but at the moment it is yet to be applied to the game because they're building out and they're still building the lore.
I mean, we'll see what Leilani Addison does for us.
That is true indeed. Have I released that video yet? I'll release it on the weekend if I haven't. Okay. Sin did a Addison sort of update with the lore. Someone asked a question I wanted to answer. What time does Star Citizen Live? What time does Star Citizen Live start today? 6 PM UTC is what I believe it starts. That's what Zin said that I said that was said that was said.
That's what you said in one of your videos.
Yeah, thanks.
Is Zin short for Zinfandel? No.
Although she has been partial to some.
No, I'm not a massive Zinfandel fan.
You not?
No. There's a red ship at this station. I'm scared. I don't want to take off.
Oh, wow. Look at this little engine. It's poofing out smoke. The engine's...
I think it just rammed the station. Okay.
Oh. Turns out he was dumb. Terminal case of dumb.
Do you think once the game is complete, we might have dynamic events such as an alien invasion of a system where we might lose that system and need to work to take it back at a later point?
So, yeah, I mean, the event that we're sort of playtesting at the moment assumed that it would get bigger and expand and more missions would be created dynamically if you didn't win. So there will be, in the future, with these sort of things, consequences for not winning and consequences for winning. But lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff happening as part of the dynamic universe simulation system. So whether or not it's directly related to the event, or it's just, well, a load of iron hasn't been delivered for a long time, there's a need for iron, which then causes a load of traders to go and bring iron between places, and that causes loads and loads and loads of pirates to start intercepting those trade routes, and then the Nine Towers overrun the system because... no one's dealing with the pirates attacking there, and they realise that they can just run rampant. The dynamic universe system will account for all of that sort of stuff and make it happen. And CIG may not entirely know exactly how it's going to happen. Yeah, it is, but the Idris, so the Javelin will stay here for a few more seconds and then disappear. That's one of the things they need to sort out, is it actually having to quantum travel off. It just makes such short work of the lesser ships.
Oh look, there's Captain Kilgore.
He's just jumping in, chilling out, and finding the servers to play in. It just makes such short work of hammerheads. Chippy, thank you very much for the sub, becoming a BoredGamer member, Aru. And there it goes, disappeared. Your take on automated turrets? I want the ability to have automated turrets in game, but I want player floon turrets. I want them to be better. Player used turrets, player made turrets, player, you know.
Captain Kilgore's gone to another server. I know this because he just disappeared. Can you change individual ship engine colours? I've seen different colours on the Javelin engines.
You've seen different colours? What, blue and yellow maybe? They're supposed to be blue as far as I'm aware. Or I suppose with the damage they might change. There is M50 engine swapping coming in the future, later this year. So expect the ability to be able to change out thrusters and engine arrays, and that could change their colour potentially. And maybe there are aesthetic engine choices as well. So customization for engines and swapping later this year. Don't know if it's going to change colour, but yeah, probably will, thinking about it. I'm going to land and then jump into a different server.
I'm not even going to land.
What? Okay, I'm not going to land either. Bam.
Okay.
Get wrecked.
When they eventually have large-scale fleet battles, will the capital ships stop turning so much as compared to when they're on their own, so the fleets look more organised and nice?
So they have and are working on AI flying in wings and the way they engage and the way they stay in formations. So expect that to get more refined. At the moment, I don't like the way that the Idrises engage. The Javelins, the Idrises just get wrecked as soon as they when they get too close, because they can't do anything. They sort of wheel around while the Javelin goes lol 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 lol.
When did Bored cajole Zin into playing Old Star Citizen?
When I gave her money to work for me, I went, Zin, will you take this cajole money for cajoling purposes? And she went, how much? I went, more than your current job. And she went, I'll take it, but I don't want to play any of that Star Citizen game. And I went, oh. But we both had to make sacrifices. I have to work with Zin, and she has to work with me. Those are the sacrifices. Right, I'm going to go PP quickly.
Okay.
People want to ask more questions, question in brackets, or topics. You could talk about sort of whatever. It doesn't have to be Star Citizen related, but preferably Star Citizen related. Thank you very much, Anthony Cunningham. Oh, thank you very much for people becoming BoredGamer members. So at the moment, it massively supports the channel. People using the YouTube join button. and joining on Twitch and becoming Patreons and donations. It is super appreciated. Thank you so much. Especially at the moment when £2,000 of my money literally got wiped out, which made me sad, by by people buying random stocks on the internet, which I do support. Hashtag not financial advice. If people want to stick it to the hedge funds and stuff like that, great. Buying silly stock like we love the stonks. Buying Dogecoin and GameStop stuff.
No.
Sin's against it.
You just closed the doors on me.
Bye, Sin. You didn't ask me to do door voodoo.
You monster.
I'm sorry, Sin. I'll wait for you at the bottom here.
That's okay.
No, too late. So when you look at the elevator sign when you come down, it looks like it's a 3-person communal toilet.
Can you please tell me that everything is... Oh, he's gone. Everything is okay and we will see server meshing one day. There you go. Is that better? Oh god, there's loads of people here. Thanks. I generally go for purple armor. It makes me easy to spot.
We've just received some exciting new products.
If we don't get server meshing, we're all dead. No. It's going to be fine. It's going to be okay.
I've already done it.
This
It's
guy...
already done. Don't worry.
This guy's not going to be okay, though. It's in.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh.
worry.
I see what's happened to him. He just fell over dead in the elevator. It's gonna be funny because I'm responding to it much later. But yeah.
He's not having a good day, that guy, is he? Fell over dead in an elevator and then phased out of existence. It's not great. Not a great look. Love your content, and I'm a paying YouTube sub. Yes, Ashman!
We love paying people.
I do like paying
Wait, we
people.
love people paying us.
Yes.
You love paying me. You love it.
I paid you yesterday, actually.
You did. That was my payday.
It hurts. It literally hurts my soul. I mean, look. I obviously want you to have money. There's no. It's not in. We're getting out the server. Getting out the servers in.
Okay.
What was I talking about? What's going on? Oh, I was continuing this guy's question. But I think YouTube takes 30% of it. What is the best way to support you guys and to keep the highest percentage of donations and subs? Through either direct donation button, I would suspect, or direct PayPal. Those are the two options down below. But direct donations, the best. However, any support like YouTube member, Patreon, whatever, genuinely whatever, the most comfortable way that people want to support is the best way. The way that you want to is the way that I would like to accept your money.
And to be honest, regardless of how you donate money, there is always a government out there that wants to take a slice of it.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Even my donations, unfortunately, have to be declared as income. Because they are in the UK. Sort of. There might be stuff in the future. You might be able to run it through. And maybe it's different in America, but in the UK you have to declare it as income. Do you have a hunchback? No, that's just a Chris Roberts on my back. No, actually, he's not. Oh, no, it's a Chris Roberts on my back. Master! Do you want some more starships, Master? That voice is actually really well developed. Literally, as an in-joke for when we play games. But that's something that probably won't ever appear on my YouTube.
Eagle.
It makes our mate Kit when I do the voice, and I
She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
yeah, he's we can't say the SIM P word.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's.
But depending who his master is, he'll just basically follow around going, "Do you need some armor, master?"
Master, I'm here to help. Master, I love you. I'm sorry. It just does stupid stuff. It gets in the way of bullets, and it chills me out. So what a lot of people don't really realise is that I get very stressed and very grumpy very briefly at computer games. And I get so anxious at stuff, and it chills me out being dumb and telling jokes and messing around.
Well, sorry, Karen.
I don't really mind paying tax and stuff. I mean, I might complain about it sometimes when I look at my tax bill and see how much I've been paying, but it's important. I just wish more tax went to the NHS in my country and less went to inefficiency in forms of government expenditure, which I want to just be more efficient. That's my thing. More on the National Health Service, more on stuff that improves people's quality of life, less on things that are bureaucracy and red tape and things that just make stuff much less efficient and inefficiency of money.
You're getting into politics, mate.
I'm literally maybe it's slightly political, but hashtag not an anarcho-capitalist. Sorry.
Can you see the NPC crew on the enemy Idris if you fly close enough?
No, but you can scan them. You can see all their names.
Oh.
I think still. Let's have a look. There should be. I don't actually know how many crew on the Idris and Javelin are in this. Kilgore's here.
Yay!
You know a server's doing the mission when Kilgore's in the server apparently. It's not actively targeting me like regularly, so oh no, I lied. It's in.
Yeah.
It's not here.
It's not here.
It's not here. The private mission's not here. When do I foresee ship-to-ship docking happening? We've got ship-to-station docking in 3.13. We've got the Constellation and the Snub docking in 3.13 as well. Ship-to-ship docking is much more complex because that's two separate physics grids coming together and having to align. Don't know is the actual answer to it. Middle of next year at the earliest, I would expect for ship-to-ship docking.
You explain that like a parent might explain sex for the first time to their child.
Oh yeah, I've had that loads. I can explain it easy.
Two physics grids coming together.
Yeah, and they make a special. They do a special doc, and like I did with your mother, and then a Chris Roberts brings you a ship. Right. Jared. How do I say his name? Jared. Jared.
Jared.
Who? Jared. Oh, Pickleskin. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, Pickleskin. Thank you for the money. I like money. It's appreciated. We're going into a new servers in.
Okay. I should be on the menu. Oh, well, whatever. Once upon a time, the Gladiator had 6 shield facings. Will all ships now only have the 4 shield facings, or is the shield system getting more updates aside from the sign distance field?
It's getting more updates, and it's getting shield capacitors, so there's physical objects which is generating the shield that can be destroyed on the ships. So literally little generator things, not the actual shield. It's shield emitters, basically, not the shield generator component, but little emitters that are around the ship as well. So it's form fate. It's sort of expect to see different ships and different shields. Different ships and different shields make use of that in lots of different ways. So you're not going to just see one facing, two facing, four facing shields. There, it's going to be a lot more dynamic than that, as far as I'm aware. No one needs to donate if they don't have any money. Watching, subscribing, commenting, all that sort of jazz genuinely helps loads.
You don't even have to ask questions. You don't even have to be Star Citizen questions.
Yeah. If you've made £2 million on Strong Stocks, you're more than welcome to donate some of that to me. But it's never required. Very appreciated though.
Why do the larger weapon sizes have such few options? Will we end up seeing more, and if so, when?
Yes, we will. And as the patches progress, we don't have that many in the way of large ships at the moment. That's why. So most of the game has been focused on smaller ships. And that's why it's mostly size 1 to 3 weapons that's been focused on for the most part. Yeah, the Ares. We're expecting to see the Ares, Ion, and Inferno later this year. And that is a size 7 gun that floats in space with a ship attached.
With a ship guiding it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Every time they show off their fire propagation tool, they're using the crew quarters of the 600i. Do you think it's a suitable hint that they know it's a dumpster fire and they will work on it?
Wow. They are going back to the 600i and updating it. We know that. You in the servers, in?
Yeah, I'm right next to you, mate.
Yeah, you're next to me, Zin.
Yeah. Speaking of language, have you noticed the phrase wide variety used absolutely everywhere by CIG? It's in their YouTube descriptions, item descriptions, hell, I even hear it at stations.
Yeah, so what's happened is some of the, either Chris Roberts or some of the higher-ups have used it in meetings, and then they keep on referring back to it. So
are you saying it's an in-joke?
No, it's management speak. It's them.
Okay.
Oh, so we do that, but we want a wider variety of that. Oh, we need that gameplay to actually touch on a wide variety of other mechanics, and it will be a commonly used phrase by a couple of people there. That's then now used by everyone because they've just got used to it. That's most likely.
Hello.
Hi. Do you wanna? What are we flying in? What do you wanna?
Well, whatever you want, mate.
Whatever you want.
Your take on automated turrets.
I want automated turrets in game. I think they're important. At the moment, they're a bit dumb. Are we going to 2 separate ships? Is that what's happening?
No. I'm just going to claim my other one back while I wait.
What are you
Just hold
doing,
the
you
door
dumb
for
dumb?
me.
Hold the door.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Did you answer that question? I wasn't really listening.
Yeah, let's assume I did.
Okay. Will we see additional FPS missions to give the Tonk a reason to use?
We talked about it a few times earlier. Yes, in the future. Don't know exactly when, but obviously it's super important and necessary to have ground areas to defend, and those sort of missions will make the game significantly better.
When... Oh, just lost it. When something... Cutter snub something. When can we expect the cutter ship snub for Reclaimer?
So we're not 100% sure if the Reclaimer is getting the cutter snub anymore. So I can't give you an answer on that. I suspect that the cutter might come out as a separate thing in the future, but maybe not specifically for the Reclaimer. Or maybe it's just drones in general. Okay.
When can we expect ship spawning? Example, Pisces into Carrick. I assume that's ship and ship spawning.
Yes, it's being worked on for this year. It is. I'm not sure if it's got in a release patch yet. I'm not sure if it's in the release view or not. But it's being worked on for this year. Every time I tune in, you're getting thinner and thinner. I don't think so. I found that I have multiple cream coffees a day, and I've become more rotisserie chicken than man recently.
You're just a thinner rotisserie chicken.
I'm a fatter rotisserie chicken, I promise you. I've got an air fryer rotisserie machine thing, and it's fantastic. It's just like a normal little air fryer oven thing, but it's got the rotisserie tool in it, so you can spin that chicken, bro. It's good.
What part of Britoand you live in? And then he corrected that to Britland.
Hampshire. Central South.
Central South.
Central South. Well, it's because I'm not really southeast or southwest. I'm literally in the smack bang middle of them both.
You're at the AO. Weapons free. And keep an eye out for civvies.
Will the Carrack be able to do ship-to-station docking? In all videos from CIG, there were shown big docking collars for large ships.
Yes, that's true. There might be smaller ones for smaller ships, and there should be AI and NPCs floating around there at some point in the future, also getting on with their business. I don't mean pooping.
Down their end.
Down their end, indeed, in jokes.
When ship modularity is added, do you think we will get a larger pod or pods for Carrack so we can carry bigger vehicles? Downside maybe being that it doesn't have a cargo grid.
I would expect some modularity for the cargo pods, but I'm not sure exactly what for the Carrack. The first thing we're getting modularity-wise is going to be for the Retaliator. So bear that in mind. Zin?
Yeah.
You in my ship?
Yeah.
I don't really want to fight this Idris, just you and me.
No, is there nobody else here?
Nope.
I feel a bit lonely. There's one ship there. Who's that? That's Tronus.
Bye, Tronus. Spectro Patronus! Is it like that?
Mm.
Yeah, probably.
I don't quite understand this one, but friends list. Sometimes you meet people in game and agree to add each other to your list. List gets large. Is there any way for you to disable the list from bulking your comms window on your HUD?
Not yet, but there will be in the future. There will be a load of customization for that stuff. And I actually suspect you'll probably see some of that customization pretty soon.
Question, has anyone taken out the Javelin yet? I don't know, have they?
Yes. Not on our stream, but yes. I think I've got some footage of people taking it out. It's not that tough, especially when it's in dock. Players can kill it pretty easily when it's not fighting back.
You answered a question about ship-to-ship docking, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you were talking about physics grids coming together because they love each other very much.
Yeah. So when a physics grid loves another physics grid very much, they share a special kiss.
Do you think with the ship-on-ship spawning they would require materials to build them? Otherwise I worry about spawn spamming.
Sorry, say that again?
Do you think with the ship-on-ship spawning they would require materials to build them? Otherwise I worry about spawn spamming.
No. So it's not, you can't constantly spawn the vehicle there again and again and again and again. You spawn it there as part of the original spawn for the ship. So when you spawn your ship originally, like it has a weapon. Yeah? Oh no. Like it has a weapon, you can select it to have what ship or vehicle comes inside it.
What is your problem?
What?
Oh, I don't want to take on this Idris on my own. Goes and takes on the Idris on his own.
Oh, look at the amount of ships there! There's a
You're
fleet!
the only person
There's
there.
a fleet! I don't like the fleet! Actually, what they're going to do? Briefly kill me and have me reclaim my ship for 3 minutes? Zin, it says you're 200 meters behind me.
That's just my
confusing.
soul. My body is definitely in your ship.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that a missile coming towards us?
I don't know.
The fleet's arrived! Woo! Protect me! I'm a YouTuber.
I've been subscribed to you for as many months as I am years old.
Question, what are the benefits of subscribing to RSI?
So there's two types of subscription, but basically it's you get monthly flair, so in-game items or cool things like dart guns, armor, that sort of stuff, and you help support their video content and additional subscriber content such as Jump Point Magazine, Inside Star Citizen Live, all that sort of jazz. You get some rec, stuff like that, so you get access to tickets and things earlier. You get access to some sales each month, and some sales earlier as well. You also get first wave PTU access. But that's the main thing.
Was that your engine's too hot?
Engine's too hot!
Are organisations or guilds part of Star Citizen other than web-based on their site? And what is the future for that aspect?
They are building out guilds and orgs. Guilds in game are slightly different. So guilds would be like a bounty hunters guild, or guilds would be basically trade run by. I think the server might have gone mad. They might be NPC run orgs or gameplay based, role based, like Salvage's Guild and that sort of stuff that anyone can join and rep with. Orgs though. Lots and lots of different orgs. You can join them from in-game and stuff like that as well in the future, and they'll have a load of different settings and organisational abilities. At the moment, very little, but you'll be able to see in the future who's with who's org and like that, just on the UI and things like that. Probably be able to have org wars and think Eve.
Do you think Star Citizen is taking too long in terms of where they are and how long it's been in dev for?
Yeah, it's certainly a very slow development. Yeah.
Have you seen Morphologist's latest discovery that attrition repeaters no longer attrition? Nerfed and less useful. They no longer wreak more havoc.
I did not realise that, but I do know that they keep on changing up the meta, and some stuff, when they change the meta, actually breaks other bits. So sort of bear that in mind. Hashtag Jeff Kaplan. Overwatch reference. Ember's Let's Play. It's in. What's that guy said? He's giving me money.
Oh. Tell Papa Roberts to make starting bounty hunter missions that spawn an Idris crewed by a single person who's stuck in a toilet.
Wow. Nice. I suspect you will have ground-based and take this one guy out bounty hunter missions that will take you to boarding and things like that as well. Like boarding a civilian carrier, like an 890 jump, to take out one person on there.
I mean, it sounds like he wants to break onto an Idris and then smash in a toilet door.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be a thing in the future, like quite genuinely.
Love the content, and you guys make my day.
Oh, appreciate it. Oh, I'm good. Sorry, I was doing my war cry. Like that. Hey Google, what's the time?
5:30.
It's 5:29 p.m.
Cool. We're going to stop in half an hour.
Yeah, I know we are.
Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to get through questions.
Oh, that makes sense.
Any news for physics fluid?
Is that a sexy question? So, are we talking about water? Like, there's going to be water in game? There is water in game, but we're going to get full wave simulation. There's going to be aquatic vehicles. There's buoyancy, so you will be able to float your 890 jump on the water. I think this might have 30k, this server.
That's okay, I'm not tabbed, mate.
No, they're just dumb. They're just dumb.
Cool. I'm a bit confused about this question.
It's okay, Zin. Let's try and answer it together.
I'm wondering if it's a follow-up question. Anyway, I'll just say it. Meshing as a whole, and shouldn't we see maybe a port or station with 50 plus players already in Star Citizen?
You can have 50 players in a station already in Star Citizen?
You can't have 50 plus.
No, you can have 50 plus. You can have 50. That is 50 plus. He didn't do more than 50, did he? It's 50 or more.
Okay.
When we have server meshing is when we'll have more players in server.
Would you think there will be an ability to move and resize chat window?
Yes. I think they're already working on a load of the UI sort of customization and mobiGlass customizations.
Oh, look, everybody's saying hi to you.
Oh, Noodles here, Moist Noodles here. He is a PvPer, and I get on very well with him. Although I've had to stop following him on Twitter because he's got spiders and he keeps on posting pictures of them.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a fan of spiders. In fact, I have pretty bad arachnophobia.
Do you think
spider anxiety? Yeah, sorry.
Shut up. Do you think Drake will bring out a ship between the Cutlass and Cat that is meant to haul cargo? If so, when?
Between the Cutlass and the Cat, like the Mercury Star Runner, like the Hercules.
What's the Cat?
Caterpillar.
The Caterpillar, right?
Nyan.
Nyan.
The Nyanterpillar.
So you think the Mercury Star Runner kind of fills that role?
Or the Starlifter, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's similar.
In which case, already and
Hull
when
B,
the Starlifter comes out.
There are already a load of haulers that fill that role, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he's talking about Drake in particular.
Oh, no. Not Drake in particular, no.
Yeah, it says, do you think Drake will bring out a ship between the Cutlass and Cat?
No, I don't. Get wrecked. But they have.
In the future...
It's the Corsair. The Corsair's sort of a little bit like that. It's multi-role. It's in between. I mean, it's not a hauler, but it's a little bit hauly.
They're talking about... Do you know what? I'll give up with you.
Yeah? Whoa, what are you giving up with me?
In the future, could we catch a virus in this game and be quarantined or stopped from going to another planet, or just give us a brief debuff? It will make sure... I'll make sure to sneeze in my friend's face in game if so.
Oh, wow. Liv has... Well, it's too real. It's too real as a question. There will almost certainly be missions where you've got to ferry goods because a planet's quarantined or there's something like that going on. And there is going to be a play status system, so expect that you can get debuffs for various things, including potential illnesses in the future that can be cured and that sort of stuff. Yeah, but not as in-depth as you said, basically.
Wow. Hannah's.com has subscribed with Prime. They've been subscribed for 42 months. I have now subscribed to you for as many months as I am years old.
Yeah. Good job. He's 42 plus years old. Thank you very much. That's a ridiculous amount of time to be subscribed to me and give me money. I appreciate the money.
Oh dear, there's a G about.
What is a G route? What's going? Oh,
a G about. He's doing G physics.
Oh no, he's a dum. No, you're lovely, G. We love you. He's got mod powers as well.
Yeah.
Star Citizen Leaks is claiming Google as their girlfriend. No! We're good.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We're fine. We didn't want two wings anyway, did we?
No. Do you think the shield emitters will be like a physical object attached to a ship? If
yes.
so, I hope it isn't anything noticeable, as I don't want any ship models being ruined by ugly components.
I wouldn't expect they'd be too noticeable. They'd certainly be targetable, though.
Yeah. See, from the what they've shown us so far, they're usually behind panels.
Yeah, for the most part, but they definitely will be targetable because the idea of them is that you can destroy them to permanently disable shields in those areas. Ooh. We might have to go and get healed soon, because I am a dum-dum.
Okay. Stuff buyed with Alpha UEC are staying between resets. I mean ships/modules. Thanks.
Yep. Nice. Anytime. If that was supposed to be as a question, yes, they are. Sometimes there will be resets still, though.
Yeah. I've noticed, like, the last month and so a lot of my stuff's stayed.
Oh, it's been ages since we had a proper reset. Been ages. Quarters. Many months. I do not like the fighting in the middle of the gas cloud. I can't see anything, and it wrecks my frame rate, and then also turns on film grain.
I kind of imagine that's kind of the point, because we're technically fighting near the wreck site, aren't we?
Yeah.
And
Technically and actually.
I would assume that they've attacked the wreck site at a point where it's most vulnerable, which is in a gas cloud.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, someone's doing a ping. Actually, I thought that was a... Oh, look at this. Look at all this damage to this Idras. Oh, no.
Expanding on water. Will we get underwater gameplay / diving?
So, we're getting swimming, and we're getting buoyancy. We're getting some form of water gameplay, and we're getting some form of underwater gameplay, we believe. But it's not going to be Subnautica, so bear that in mind. To what extent exactly we're getting for underwater gameplay, we don't know, basically. This is the most attacked area of the Idris I've seen, or at least visually attacked every time. Oh, bye-bye!
I'm surprised it's still alive. Oh, is it dead now?
A couple of seconds and it's dead.
Let me just alt-tab back in.
Oh, no, he's turning! He's not dead yet.
I'd like to see it just send off one desperate shot from its main cannon.
Point blank takes out a ship next to it.
Well, not necessarily have to take out a ship, but just a sort of desperate last, fuck you! And it might, you know, if you just happen to get in the way, get
and then Goku has to come along and block it. Boom! Just fucking takes it in his... No? Not Dragon Ball Z, no?
No.
One Punch Man, no?
No.
No.
Have you played the game Eco? We are setting up a server with info runners and Space Tomato. Would you guys like to come play with us?
We had never talked about Eco before.
No, we had never talked about it.
Other than earlier today.
Well, to be fair, G did ask about it about a week or so ago.
Yeah,
and
G
we were like,
talked
we've
about
never
it.
heard of that.
We didn't talk about it. G talked about it, and we had to listen.
Well, to be fair, it's only because I saw that Salty Mike was playing it.
Yeah, we might be interested in doing that. We were talking about playing Eco. We don't know how it would play. So we'll have to do a tiny bit of research, but I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, we might be interested in that. Because I have to buy it for Zin. Oh. This Idris has taken more of a pounding than I expected.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
What? What do you think?
This Idris has taken more of a pounding than
No. No.
I'm allowed to insult my own mum.
Are you? No, you're not.
Am I not?
No, it's harassment. Or something like that. I don't know. Cultural
not
appropriation.
harass.
It's something like that. Oh. I don't think I've seen an Idris get so much as damaged as this without exploding. There's just bits of it flying off. There we go.
See, that was me. I did that.
Good job, Zin.
Thanks. And there goes my frame rate.
I didn't want frames anyway.
It is pretty cinematic.
Yeah, it goes at least 24 frames. Or at least lowers to at least 24. How will the hacking minigame work? Don't know. It's going to be UI based. So it could be in your visor. It could be pipe game. It could be spinny game. It could be numbers game. It could be like the old 2077 Cyberpunk. We don't know. Not overly complicated.
Questions.
Oh, sorry. Do you want that one back?
No.
Okay, good. I like the fact that it annoys you as well now already. That's perfect.
If you're gonna get me to do something, let me fucking do it.
Zin?
Yes.
Can you read out the any of the questions that I don't read out? Thanks.
If they have gas giant tech implemented, don't you think that they could use that tech for volumetric planetary clouds as they aren't static and are thick?
So, sign distance field tech and cloud tech in general is related to each other in some ways, but the specific uses of using it for weather, using it for smoke grenades, using it for gas giants, using it for nebula are all different. Using it for smoke from fires, so they all have to be worked on differently and are basically counted as different tech. Where's the other Idrises?
They're all dead, mate.
It's still saying repel the Xeno threat attack.
Oh Jesus, it's the streamer server.
Yes. If you want to keep your... Sorry, Sin, do you want to read that one out? Read it out, Sin. Come on, read that question out. Come on, Sin. Sin, read that question
Which one?
out. I don't know, Sin. Which one?
There's a question from Super Gas Giant asking, will we get Super Gas Giant tech?
You'll get Gas Giant tech with Crusader. So
No,
that's
he asked for Super Gas Giant tech.
Yeah, it'll be pretty cool. Do you know what the best technique it is to keep your components between patches after a between character resets? Yes. Take the items and components off your ship before the new patch launches.
Are we hiding behind this asteroid?
I don't know. Depends on what side of the asteroid they're on, doesn't it?
Have you faced the same PvP issues that other PTU players are talking about? I don't know, what are the same PvP issues?
Sort of stuff that I've been talking about. There's
Well, that people just come along and pew you because
yes.
they've got no sense of honour.
see, Zin, salty about PvP, or at least does not like PvP, is probably better than saying salty. She's not pro PvP, especially in the current. We're supposed to be testing a PvE gameplay loop. Yeah. I think that's how you see it, yeah, Zin? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Whereas I want reasons for PvP to occur, and restrictions and gating to that PvP gameplay, so it's not super easy. So the issues that people are having is for the cargo part, PvP has just come along and just basically ruin that part so easily. And in the fleet part, they're just more readily able to target players without them being able to react very well during the fleet battle, because people aren't prepared for the PvP, and PvPers play differently, significantly differently than... Oh.
Boom, Idris! You're right.
Yeah,
oh, that wasn't an Idris.
No, that was a Carrack, I think, ramming an Idris.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's our javelin? There he is. There he is.
Is the cloud tech at Jericho different than Lagrange points? Will that tech be what we see at Crusader?
No, different from Crusader. Because the gas giant is effectively a different application of volumetric clouds and all that sort of jazz. It's very similar to the gas clouds at Lagrange points, as far as I'm aware. It's the same tech.
Yeah, so I think Lagrange points are less surrounded by gas. They're just in, so they're not in a gas cloud. They're more like next to, or they have they have a gas cloud around them. Whereas where we're fighting here, we
like
appear to be in the middle of a gas cloud, which is why it's so annoying.
But it's not a big one either. It's just a small pocket here, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, little tendrils though that are from a large gas cloud that have moved into a Lagrange point, from what I saw. At least that's what I saw them testing. I haven't actually tried to map it out, what it looks like beyond. I'm in gas cloud. I'm not in gas cloud.
Do you think the Corsair will be a great single-player ship?
Yes. Well, not single player, maybe. Small group, run with AI blades or with NPC crew, or small crew. Yes. So you could run it solo, but consider AI blades. Ooh. Consider AI blades, or
Did he just lose an engine?
yeah. So he got hit on the side here.
Oh yeah. He has.
By the railgun.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was recording it, but I didn't notice it.
So the Idris, if they keep range, and the javelin doesn't close the distance and start fighting them properly, then it can be in trouble from just the railgun pummeling. But as soon as it gets close, it just wrecks them. And it just is doing so much sustained DPS with those big guns, which you can just bring to bear. But it does keep on changing target, I've noticed. So in a minute, it might target the other Idris.
Idris, yeah. How many turrets does the javelin have?
It has 2 giant ones, top and bottom, which you can see that the ones it's firing at the moment. And then does it have 4 large ones on each broadside? It might be more than that. Let's have a look.
Can we see the NPCs?
No, but I can
Do you
scan.
think I'll die if I fly into it, like EVA into it?
Is it 6 on it?
It looks like
4 on each side? Yeah?
I can't tell my frame rates. Oh yeah,
3 there firing, and then 1 on the front.
It's got like 1 top and bottom there above the front thruster.
Yeah. Oh shit! No, so it's
and then
like
3 on the top.
It's 8. 8 on each side.
Oh, bottom's just gone boom.
No, not 8 on each side. 4 on that side, 3 in the centre, and 4 on the other side. Yeah, maybe question mark? No, Javelin! Don't go into the rock! Javelin, no! He's alright. Actually, that's a good point. I'm scanning it. The pilot is Mike McClaw. And then we got all of the life signs. Oh, come on, come on. Give me more. Hands full stop. Dreg blades. Mike McCall. Oh, is that his brother? No. Oh, no, that's the pilot again. Erin Craw.
Shush. Will there be animations in my ship the farther I wander into Crusader because of the outside pressure?
You will eventually die from going too far into Crusader. If you're going too far into the gas giant, yeah.
I mean, I think that ships will probably give a warning.
Yeah, it's not going to go, and you're dead. You'll take a little bit of damage, and then more and more and more the further you get in, almost certainly. So you see, I'm scanning the Idris now. It gives the crime stat of each individual crew member as well. And too many crew to actually show on the life signs thing at the moment. I think that's pretty cool.
Do you think they'll make a gas cloud flammable?
There's certainly going to be environmental hazards, but making it flammable will suggest to me that you want it to explode. And that might be a little bit too mad. That's the sort of Squadron 42 thing they'll be able to do. Maybe smaller pockets like that. I mean, there's going to be mines and things. You can have small pockets of gas and small pockets. But a huge, giant gas cloud that could explode, I find it unlikely.
I have a feeling the guy asking this question knows what it is, but it's probably a good question anyway. What is an AI blade?
An AI blade is a piece of software or a piece of hardware that you put in your computer slot or computer slots in your ship, and it allows some functionality based on what you've chosen to put in there. So you could have automatic firing of countermeasures. You could have some of your turrets, some of your manned turrets controlled by AI rather than NPC or a player. You could have better mining scanners. There's a load of random stuff that they might be able to do. Huge amounts of sort of functionality based on the blades you choose. They are building them currently. Don't know exactly all of the uses they're going to have.
What happened to what the fucksaurus?
I don't know. He's become Saurus now.
Ooh.
For the most part. He's still streaming, as far as I'm aware. I have not kept up as much as I used to on a lot of the streamers, mainly because when I am not working or playing games, I am checking on my family and cooking. I just don't have as much time to spend doing other stuff with streamers and content groups. Although I am going to be getting Zin to be running events for BoredGamer. Zin?
Yes.
Zin? Yeah, good. In about 10 minutes, I think, we're going to chuck you over to the Star Citizen live channel, because they've got Tony Zorovic talking about stuff. In fact, we might do it in about 5 minutes when they start up, so I can grab a drink and a snack, so I can then watch it live as well, IRL.
Oh, apparently he didn't know what an AI blade was. I mean, I'd never really been told precisely what an AI blade was, but I had an idea.
Tim doesn't watch my content. Actually, don't answer that.
I literally have to pay attention to your content.
That's the best.
I either listen to it or I read the script.
There's a video that was going to be going live probably tomorrow that literally has Sin going, Monkey! Because that's my nickname, especially in games and stuff. And I go, Zin, I'm filming! She goes, okay! I'm keeping that in. Matthew Urrutia. How do I pronounce his name, Zin?
Matthew.
Matthew. Oh, is it a silent Urrutia?
Yes.
Board, do you know if we will be able to have NPC crew on our other ships? Say, wingmen or escorts for our capital ship. Don't 100% know. So they've talked about it, and they said they don't want to... they want restrictions on that sort of stuff if they do allow it. So, I would expect some form of wingman to an extent that you can hire, but they don't want everything to be super remote, and they don't want you to have like 1 billion NPCs all flying separate ships. So it's like NPC crew is what they originally said. So bear that in mind. Don't 100% know yet.
Do you like basil and eggs?
Basil and eggs, yes, but not together. He's a very gassy boy, this Javelin. He's been really pretty battered. Much more battered than I've normally seen them.
I'm going to pew a bit. No, I can't because we're too far away.
Do you want me to get close?
No, it's okay.
It's alright, we can come in and take the glory. I love the Mercury Star Runner. You are such a pretty boy.
Haha, take that, Idris. Oh, ammo depleted.
Lol.
I'm gonna get out my turret and get back into bed. No, I'm not.
Don't you dare get into bed.
That is a battered Idris.
Oh, mate, battered Idris and chips. Oh. Who's a smashy boy? You are? Who's a getting wrecked boy?
Is it good to learn the game so... I mean, I know it's not a question, but we're running out of questions. It's also running out of time. But is it good to learn the game solo, or is it better to join an org or whatever?
I would join an org. That's the best way of playing and learning the game, almost certainly. Bye-bye, Idris. Bye-bye. No! Please, why? Remember to like and subscribe. Sort of like detached lots of bits of itself before exploding. It sort of all slowly came apart. Here's my good little javelin. Here you are. You're a good javelin.
Where's the javelin?
Zinnia, you're such an awesome addition to the channel. Good professional pairing. Love it. There is nothing about us that's professional. Zin is more professional than I am. I think, probably. Depends. I mean, I'm more... We're both earning a living from working for BoredGamer. Which is the company. Does that mean we're both professionals? Do you have your own org? Yes, we have a BoredGamer org, which will become...
Do much.
Well, it doesn't do much, but it will when it's in.
Yes, it will do much.
Just we're supposed to be organising events because I want to get them started relatively soon. Every couple of weeks, we want to do something in game together as a
Look at
group.
all the questions coming in now.
Cool. Well, we're going in 4 minutes because we're going to be handing him over to Tony Z, who's going to be answering some cool stuff about things.
All right. What's the best way to shut up? What's the best way to grind for a cutty, or is it best to buy it with real money?
Can I talk now?
You can answer the question.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Tin. And may I say, great work. Really appreciate the hustle. So, yeah, buying it with real money is never the way beyond getting a starter package. Get a starter package, get in cheap, and then get everything in-game. So, just running missions, running bounty missions. You'll be able to get your cutlass pretty quick, or other missions, whatever. Rent a ship, and rent a Avenger Titan to be able to grind missions more effectively. Nice and simple. Did you buy GME? So I'll tell you what, people buying GME lost me £2,000 because I invest just in some not like big hedge funds or people that short or anything, but I invest in some stock portfolios from Santander with my life savings, and they immediately went down £2,000, and I got spooked, and the market got spooked, so I just took all my money out. So I support the little guy. Sticking it to the man and hedge funds and stuff, because hedge funds and the shorting of stock like that is not capitalism working, and this is capitalism working, although I don't want to get overly political. So good luck and good on you. Good for them. Good for those people.
Anvil Hornets are missing their armor. Do you see the new shield tech bringing Hornets back to life?
Well, it will remove the shield holes, and it should help balance the game a lot.
Any word on org implementation in game, e.g. ship share, org tasks, etc.?
They're working on it, so expect to see some of those features later this year, but we don't have more details yet.
Can you take out the Bridge of the Idris and cause it to become dormant, like overclock shield and kamikaze into the bridge to kill it?
No, so if you deal enough damage to that area, the ship will just explode. At the moment. So in the future you would be able to, but not at the moment. We don't have physicalized components, and the ship has an artificial health pool.
What's your most anticipated ship for 2021?
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Ares personally. Well, I'm looking forward to the Ares, but
yeah,
I mean,
I'm looking forward to the Ares.
Yeah, the Tonk. It's not a ship, but
yeah. Is there something? No. Is there something that hasn't been announced or talked about by CIG that you would like to see added to the game?
Crafting, space station building.
Okay, that's enough. Don't give them ideas.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Are Idris models going to be used like starfarers and constellations in investigation missions?
Yeah.
Have you ever grinded for a ship?
Yeah, I've done videos on it.
What do you think is preventing a live release? I guess that's for the patch.
A lack of features and content? Oh, for this patch.
I think maybe the patch, I don't know.
Some bugs and some general testing. Not that much.
I was going to say, if you're talking about the game in general, that's everything.
Features and content, yeah.
Bounty Hunter armor soon. And thank
they
you for the
were
stream.
working on it. There is going to be deeper Bounty Hunter gameplay later this year. I think that one of the armors that they were working on that was secret armor was the Bounty Hunter armor.
Okay. And that's 6 PM, mate.
Right.
And that's all the questions. Sorry if I missed any, but you know.
Oh, sorry. Gaps. Right, we're going.
Yeah, because this is that's me done for today. 6 o'clock. Fuck off. Do my
Wow.
punch card.
Swans on in at 10 a.m. every day. Thinks they get off at 6.
10 till 6. That's reasonable working hours.
Yeah, but who's not a reasonable boss?
Yeah, you're very unreasonable.
Irregular.
I mean, yesterday you were like, "I'll take it easy today. I want you to do a lot of work at the weekend."
No, that's true. But we did play The Room and Da Vinci's house or something,
The
whatever
House
it was.
of Da Vinci.
Yeah,
I
we played.
that for you.
We played. I love the way you frame that. That is true. You did play it for me. I'll tell you this quick, just before we hand you over to Star Citizen. I'm bipolar. I suffer quite badly from anxiety and depression. And yesterday I went, I'm really just depressed. I can't think properly. Just play some games for me. So I just played puzzle games for half the day. Sometimes I just need to chill out. But if people are going a bit mad or a bit sad during the lockdown, or if just general life doesn't have to be because of lockdown, make sure you reach out to other people, say hi to people, check out to make sure they're doing well. If you're doing well yourself, reach out to see if the other people are doing well. Reach out if you need help. Do it. There's no shame in it at all. It's all good. We're all human. We all need company, or some of us do. I quite like being alone sometimes. But then it's because I know that I can easily jump onto Discord and say hello to my mates. And Sin.
Oh, I see what you did there. It's because I'm an employee, isn't it?
It is because you're an employee. Right. I'm going to Alt-Tab. I'm going to find... Star hasn't crashed anyway. It's all good. Let's bring this up. I'm going to go to the Twitch. I'm going to find the Star Citizen. And I'm going to go and host them. No, Tony! Oh, Tony. Tony's talking about dynamic events. Basically, one of the things we just played, but he'll probably talk about more future ones as well and other stuff. Go give them some love. Watch them. Thanks for the money. Thanks for the fish. Why am I so sexy? Just am. Who knows? Just the way that God made me.
I mean, if you like potatoes.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Yeah, even vegans like potatoes. Well, that's what I'm saying. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.